I gotta put my glove on. I can't let you guys see my bare left hand. And how's it going, everybody? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you nerds doing? Howdy, 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 howdy Tuesday in it. Let me say hello to everybody. How you doing, Ars? Congratulations on your first. How you doing, Moss? How you doing, Nobody? How you doing, Horror Loving? Nice. Ooh, okay, we got a good snap early on. How you doing, Bonnie? How you doing, Shark Ray? And how you doing, Matthew? Oh, sorry to hear about Twitch Mobile. I've tried to use Twitch Mobile myself, and it's kind of rough. I understand. And also, how you doing, Balthazar Gelt and Fuber? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you nerds doing? How you nerds doing? My day job, please. You're like, I don't know, second shift breeder. It's really weird because like then again, I don't know what the actual lyrics of the song are. It's like an old Iosis song from like way back when. And how you doing, Mickey? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? So speaking about professional breeders, need to grab some supplies. That's worse. I would rather say professional breeder than that. We're doing the noise marines because like I want to get them done, and also I got that really bitchin'. The art is not on here. Which one of my many tabs has my really cool arts? Oh, I think it's because I moved it. It's okay. I'm gonna drop that bad boy on screen because it's really cool. How you nerds doing? How you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Basically, I had another one of those Mondays yesterday that didn't exist. As in, like, I got off work, I went to play Magic for several hours, and then I came home, and I got on my stream stuff, I went to bed, and I was like, oh, shit. It was very rewarding, but... Alright, there we go. Large lad. It's me, the large lad. How you doing, Chocolate Eye? How you doing? Welcome. A Midwest. I don't know why my brain saw Midwest Pokemon. I was like just make it Wisconsin. Just so many cheese-based Pokemon. Actually, you could probably do like a whole like starting Pokemon trio just roughly based off of cheeses. Just very roughly based off of cheeses. But yeah, the lad. I'm gonna put him on the screen. I was like, this art is banging enough that I mean I also do want to finish these guys too. How you doing, Charlie? How you doing? Well, it's got barbed wire, so it's not gonna be good. Got $10 this day. Hey, let's go get that money. Let's go. I mean, I'm still doing like Slanesh word bearer stuff, so it's like it's in that general ballpark. What we're gonna start off with though, like I've already worked on these guys twice. They're like really close. I think I could probably get them. I think I was gonna do like some sort of like dirt crust around the bottom of the feet, which is I didn't do, but that'll be fun. That'll give me some more time to fuck around with shit. I think I definitely need to do. The arms aren't actually glued on yet. They're just like very tight. So there we go. And I got these funky little pins, which I'm going to use for like, basically I just need to get all the like the little like central grate bits, because those are annoying as all hell. But yeah, no, yesterday was all, we had one of those EDH nights where we only got like, we had like one pretty short game and then one extremely long game of Magic. Holy shit, that was a long game. I'm gonna get like, I really like these paint markers for like the cables and tubes. Like this doesn't need to be perfect, but this just needs to get at least enough that like I don't have to worry too much about like everything else around it. How you doing, Emperor Mankind? How you doing? I am painting like word bearers today, effectively Slaneshing word bearers. So this is definitely not Imperial hours. Though it is really funny. So I have Fulgrim. I have not built him yet. I just have not sat down and just like started building Fulgrim from start to finish. I need to. I have him. Like he's in a box just waiting. But I do want to do the Ben Stiller Fulgrim. Basically, what I think I need to do is I need to build his like weird tube body. Like I usually see people they'll do like the Fulgrim's like I don't know ass and like snake lower half, paint that separate, and then do sort of like the upper torso sans wings, and then kind of continually doing very similar ideas. It's got like. Okay, these guys got like little extra tubes. They're like, that one is going to be a glowy tube, but this bit should be metal. Quick. I mean, yeah, but like, Yeah, having especially if you want a lot of bits and like you don't mind nerdle stuff, which I love, but I know it's not everyone's cup of tea. Putrid Blight Kings is one of the best kits for bits. You'll get an entire squad of Blight Kings. They'll all look unique, and then you can season bits to taste for the rest of your life, basically for just like various like Death Guardy things and whatnot. Death Guard, Chaos, Nurgle, whatever. You have stuff. You got options. How you doing, Nitro? Welcome. How you doing? Hey, let's go. Yeah, I feel like that's probably like the most economical. I also feel like it's probably going to be like relatively easier to do. Cause you know, I like Chaos Warriors. They're not the worst to paint. Like if you're looking for just stuff just to be like chill and paint. Also, thank you for the Haldrate. Let me stretch real quick. Oh my horns. Go. There we go. That puts me to I'll nearly flip the thing over. I still need to get. I've been eyeing a big bunch of like 3D printable base conversion trays now that I got like a better printer. Like, ooh, that could be nice. Oh, all the way back. Back there. There we go. They were. I've painted 10 Blight Kings over my careers. All my Blight Kings I painted really, really early on. I kind of like. I think if I was to ever get another box of Blight Kings, like I don't think they'd be wasted. I think people like run Blight Kings up to like 15 sometimes. But I'm just like, ooh, that would be really nice just to like see, because like some of my earlier stuff that I did was just all very nerdly stuff. Great EDH night. Oh, let's go. What deck you running? Man, my group has been getting into the Final Fantasy cards, and I didn't pre-order shit because I was like, I don't think it's worth all these like ludicrous pre-order prices. But man, that FOMO hits hard when you're being like reasonable. Just like, man, I could be pay pigging and having fun right now, but I'm gonna wait. Yeah, the two ones I played yesterday, I played the Merry and Pippin, and then I did not Niv Mizzet, what's his fucking name? I just realized these have tubes too that I could paint. Or do I want to paint those as, I don't know. I do want to mix like a little bit. So just anything I could do to add like a little bit more. What's it called? Oh yeah, not like I'm blanking on the Strixhaven. Oh god, there it. We're just chaining on there. I'm just chaining ads. It's fine. Let's get oh there's like a glowy tube and a metal tube. Actually, the metal tube will be perfect in this color. But I think a lot of this will honestly probably be covered by me doing like the enamels at some point. The goal today is I want to try to get the enamels done. I think if I can get everything like pretty good and then I hit it with sometimes like the enamels come off and I don't know if that's because I'm too rough. I'm gonna see what happens if I use the enamels and then hit it with a varnish layer first. Like I might eventually have to take like a very short break just to run these bitches outside. But that would be for like much later in the stream if that happens. Oh yeah, it was Galazeth Prismari. There we go. That was my second deck for tonight. So Galazeth did work, but I'm gonna be real. A lot of that victory was me being like doing like real degenerate loops of looping the one ring with a sack outlet and Emery. So I don't know. I might want to switch that deck up to Golbez because I think he seems pretty neat. Just have the battalion box in. Ooh, that's not too bad. Yeah, so yeah, a Chaos Champion you can kit bash easy, and I don't know how much those ogres are going for, but probably not too bad. Like, on the chains, make those little metal as well. Got these little... There's these like little clips. The thing is, I'm probably going to eventually make all these glow, so I don't know if putting the clips in is going to be worth it. How you doing, Fancy? Welcome. How you doing? I'm currently working on Slanesh bullshit, so it's Right now, I am basically marker painting my minis because these AK paint markers are honestly really fucking rad. They're good for like getting these like stupid little details. It's like I can just kind of like mush that up, and like it's roughly the color I would want to do anyway, but it goes on pretty smooth. I don't think I would like marker paint a whole mini because that sounds like hell, but like for these like little like these last remaining little bits, I'm feeling pretty good about them. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I remember like if they still sell the ogres or not. I know at one point I have obtained like in like a lot somewhere, somebody just like I have a dragon ogre that I was like, I'm never gonna actually use this, so I painted it like a statue. Had some tests today. Hey, let's go. I hope the test went well. Hope that went well. Nice. So window shopping for models do be fun. That's just me on like my mini factory when I'm just browsing. I'm just like, ooh, there's so many good things out there. What will I do? Oh, this have hooks. But yeah, that's annoying, but not so bad. Not the worst. Yeah, I mean, yeah, if you have like extra models, I have not tried my local like I know like some shops will have like a trading thing in their Discord, but I also know that there's just like generally like I know Facebook groups are apparently really bitching for model swapping, and I very rarely use Facebook, so I've not gotten to see if my local one's any good. Considering that like my local shop has like a pretty decent used bin that's functionally close enough for me anyway. Like I got these lads. I got 5 CSM. I think these are the newer CSM, well, relatively newer CSM. These were like $3 each, and I got 5, so I could use this as tormentors. I even got the right weapons. I got the las pistol. I got the las pistol lad. I got a melta lad, and I got the flamer lad. And so yeah, if I wanted to do those as tormentors, which I will, I can do that. Because I'm gonna like there's no reason not to mix a little bit of regular CSM into a Slaanesh force because like they're close enough anyway. It's like basically there. I mean, I like, oh no, this is the Blastmaster, so that's why it's got that grill. Deathbringer. Oh, that dude, yeah, the new corn guy that looks really cool. He's got like a very nice classic design. I think also gonna like zoom in medium style real quick. Hold on, let me do that. I'm realizing I'm like reasonably far away. There we go. Oh god, I gotta clear out some nonsense. Don't worry, I have not abandoned the Gorka Morka lad. I just thought this week it would be like nice to take a little break from him. There we go. There's me. Excellent. Yeah, I'm curious how much he's gonna be though. Like if you can get him cheap, maybe go for it. I don't know if that's like a $40 model. If so, that would be real unfortunate. How you doing, Steve? How you doing? Welcome. Working on some Slaanesh bullshit right now. Just getting some good usage out of these paint markers. They are very, very nice. These are being really handy. Any like funky little. Oh yeah, he's got these chains. Little hooks over here. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, it do be howl time. It do be howl time. Time to get all these fucking Marines done. I do want to get like I'm looking at my desk and it's just filled. Also, these guys got like because they got the 40 millimeter bases. I think so. Yeah, these are like 40 mil. 50. Oh, these are 50 millimeter bases. Okay, because the bases are so huge, they take up so much real estate. I'm like, if I get these guys done, I'm gonna actually have like a desk again. How you doing, duty? Welcome. How you doing? Oh. I'm surprised I could catch it. Also, Gil, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. So, sometimes I'll be clumsy in just like a generically clumsy way where I just like knock over a bunch of shit. And sometimes I'll be clumsy, but like I'll manage to recover. And I wish I could just kind of like, I almost wish it was one or the other. Like if I knew I was just like, I'm going to fumble everything forever, I just need to prepare my life for that. I almost think that would be fine. But every now and then I'll like drop something and I'll do some fucking like Spider-Man, like Tobey Maguire's Spider-Man, where I'm just like collecting everything on the trim, just like, managed to pack it all up. I don't know what switch activates that. I just live both lives at the same time. Those chains are probably fine. That needs some flesh. Okay, we'll continue with this. Hey, nice. I have been working on these guys on and off a bit. I'm trying to work. Oh, wait. Oh, I think I know I did. Also forgot the thin your paints guys in the corner. I'm working on trying to do these as like custom word bearer guys a little bit. I'm still gonna run them as Emperor's Children, like mechanically, but I'm doing like what the Sanctified are, where they're like word bearers that fell too hard to one specific Chaos God. And they're neat models, but goddamn, there's a lot to them. So I've been slowly working on them. Right now, I just have a Lord Exultance out of the entire fucking starter box. I'm like, oh, okay, I got that. I got a Lucius I got to build, and oh boy, some stuff. Which maybe me continuously painting more Trench Crusade is probably not the best for getting all that. Fine. That's why I'm doing this now. So if I need to like touch up anyway. Anyway, because like I gotta be like pretty faint to use the tip of the paint marker, but like sometimes the inherent urge to press is there. Salty for Trench Pilgrims. Ooh, let's go. What did you end up going with? What was sort of your like final revelation that you're leaning into? But hell yeah, I'm glad you're able to find out. Oh, hold on. I never really know what to do for the belt button. I'll just go ahead and do that as well. Just get that in there. There we go. There we go. We're moving to the next squad. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. I'm a very flighty painter where like I will work on something and then sometimes I'll just duck out to work on another thing, and things will accumulate on my desk. Like right now on my desk, I have like a new Antioch Lieutenant. I have some assassins. I have these guys. These were some rescued. Somebody a long time ago, I ended up buying these for when I don't remember when. They're just like old kind of like attack marines that someone just took like a hot piece of metal to and melted them to make them plague marines. Because they were interspersed with like what at the time were the official plague marine models. So I see where they were going for, because I think those were Forge World, the old resin ones. So it's like, well, vampire thing. Woo, that does sound pretty rad actually. You can because you can totally do that, because like so much of the Trench Pilgrims is like, I had a vision from God to do this, and you're like, my vision says that I definitely need to drink blood. That makes the most sense to me, deranged pilgrim. Yeah, I mean that sounds rad as shit. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, they'll still spray forever. That's a mood. This guy doesn't have. This guy just has 2. Good. 2. Anything else there? No. Let's just work on your weapon. Gonna link that Earl to my nobles. Oh yeah, you could. Oh, I'm gonna like thematically link them together. Oh yeah, no, that makes total. I think that works. That's the nice thing about Trench Pilgrims is you can kind of just do whatever, because they're all just like fucking deranged. There's all tubing. This one's wires and tubing. These are just because like Slanesh stuff is always like just slightly varied. I'm like, okay, so there's no consistency, and I know that's the point because chaos. But it's like, man. How you doing, Lotta? How you doing? Get me home. Listen, I'm already directionally challenged for myself. Don't never rely on me to get like I can take someone home as like I'm there to be like another person. Like, you know, it's like, oh, like I don't want to go home alone because like I'm scared or whatever. I'll do that. Never rely on me to go home because you're like, I don't know where home is. Hal, take me home. You'll never get home. I'll never get home. I'll try to find your house and we'll both end up in like Detroit or something like that. Go west. Go west. Go west. That will take you where you gotta be. Perfect Don Quixote. Hey, let's go. That sounds like fun. Oh yeah. Now that I've been in a campaign, so I have the thing where I'll like write like really elaborate backstories for all my dudes in my head, and I'll never give them names. Now that I've actually started like the Trench Crusade campaign, Trench Crusade campaign, I need to actually like give them proper names, you know? Not Detroit. I keep hearing that like every now and then I keep hearing like, oh no, Detroit's actually like bouncing back. And I don't know if that's true, but I hope so. I would like it if Detroit was just in like a depressive funk and then it's like got its shit together. Because you know that if Detroit can make it out, that gives everybody else hope. Ooh, very nice. Very nice. I get these like little bits. I'll get you. Get really running. All right, let's do that. Let's go to the official Nanners fan club. And for people who do not know, this is my wonderful ball python Nanners. She is very, very, very sweet, and she's actually like way more active now. She's doing really, really good. She's doing really, really, really good lately, which I'm very happy about. She does that thing where she just sleeps a lot, and I'm like, oh god, is she sick? No, she's fine. I gotta hold her. She's fat as fuck, and she's not like obese, but like as far as snakes go, she's large. She's just a large lady. And you know what? That's good for her. That's good for her. But she's in a nice, like freshly cleaned cage. She's been recently fed. She's doing great. Nanners is having a great wait. I just like accidentally like hitting a scroll wheel or something. Why am I keep doing that? But yes. A Nitro Dynamite 18. Welcome to the sophomore year of the official Nanners fan club. Whoop. Let's go. And how you doing, Meister Miller? How you doing? Welcome. I'm working on Slanesh stuff today because I would like to get these guys done. I would like to get these guys. Ideally, I'd like to get these guys like glued together, enameled, and probably maybe some extra shit too. Ideally. But yeah, how you doing? It's got like extra ice and stuff I gotta fuck with. Excellent. A second rocket battery when you made Organ Gun. Ooh, let's go. I mean, rockets are always fun to have. I gotta do, apparently, so my shop has a thing that it's like, there's a general Misc Games chat, but if you get enough people playing your game that they kind of branch it off. And recently my shop, like we got enough turnip people that we can now have an official turnip chat at the shop. And I was like, yippee, let's go. So as much as I've been digging Trench Crusade lately, I feel like this upcoming week might be like a celebration, a couple of celebration games of turnip, which will be fun. It's also because of the baller art. I mean, the baller art's also really good. Like, I'm multi-purpose. I'd like to get, oh god, budge in a couple places. It'll be fun. It'll be good. But yeah. Gotta get the desk cleaned off. Gotta get these guys done. Especially because I might. Oh yeah. I play turnip pretty regularly. I got a lot of turnip stuff. Have you like Fancy? Have you not seen my turnip stuff? Hold on, I can link. It's on Instagram. If you like go back like a decent amount, you can see my turnip. The last turnip thing I painted was my leech lover equivalent. But I do have a thing I want to start working on at some point. Like behold, big chaos. It's meant for chaos. It's supposed to be a chaos cannon for like the old world. But it's gonna have like a big old tongue and some like little antenna, I think. I'm trying to do a thing where it's like I have bad object permanence. Like if I just put like a project like off to the side, I will forget about said project. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna like bouncy. I'm gonna like actively move it closer, so that way is like I won't. I will remember it's there and then start working on it. Oh yeah. Turnip has been Turnip like was my real like. I used to play a lot more war games, but like it was mostly like War Machine and a little bit of Age of Sigmar. And then like I started to get back into them. Like I was like, you know, I want to actually take these minis I'm playing with and like painting and like play with them. So like one thing I did was I did a little bit of the Song of Ice and Fire game, which is fun. I do like it. For some reason I did like one time at the shop with that game and just didn't really do more. through no real fault of the game itself. I need to grab some glue. His foot, he's got that snaky leg. How you doing, Zeta? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? But then, like, when I finally got to play, like, with my turnip group, that's when it was like, oh yeah, wargaming is like gonna be like a regular weekly occurrence now. Yeah, get that bad boy locked in. Yeah, the funny thing is, like, this is gonna sound weird. I like that model, but I hate his base. For some reason, that like I get what I was going for when I put together that base. And I generally try not to go back and work on minis I've like finished. I do eventually think one day I will just rip that guy off of his base and make a different one. Because otherwise, I really like the idea. Because like the idea is I really like the idea that like during the heresy that like because everybody was like losing guys so fast, there was a lot of just like a lot of like forced induction of like you're like fuck it, we need Marines like now. When we need like cultists. Well, the fact that at the time would be less cultists and be more like just like militia and like auxilia and stuff like that. I was going with the idea that this guy got like demoted, like he was like a bigger deal and he got demoted back to like some like back shitwater planet, which is very similar to turnip stuff, and he's got to deal with all these like little like gumpy little root creatures and stuff like that. He just fucking hates it. Oh yeah, for sure. I a lot of my early Trench Crusade stuff was turnip specifically, and I do use some like for my pilgrims. I do use my some of my chaff as my just like trench pilgrims. I had a trench pilgrim that had 2 blood markers, 2 infection markers, managed to climb on top of a wall and then like shoot and kill a bereaved. Which, mind you, the guy he shot and killed was also a garbage unit, but I was like, God damn, buddy, you did it against all odds. Bleeding to death. You got the kill shot, baby. Let's go. Huh. So you would actually just get like is this kind of like the accidental version of like whenever like there's a couple of video games nowadays that if you like suck too bad, they're like, hey buddy, hey, listen. Do you want to play Weenie Hut Junior difficulty? I've been watching you try to play this game, and I'm just saying. You want to do Weenie Hut Junior? You want to do Weenie Hut Junior difficulty? I see you struggling. And listen, this is a single player game. It's just us. No one on the internet has to know. You're like you don't got anything to prove. You could play goofy little lads on the easiest difficulty. I couldn't though. I will always like if I have to do normal base. I can't go lower than normal. When I was younger, there was a while where it's like, man, I used to be like way better at video games when I was younger, and I was like, wait a minute, I used to play most video games on fucking easy when I was younger. I don't think I was like ever particularly that good. I just sat down and just thought about that the other day. It's like, no, I actually think adult Hal could kick like younger Hal's ass. I keep thinking that like I would lose because video games used to be like my only form of entertainment, really. Like video games and like, you know, like Pokemon cards and stuff too. But like the Pokemon cards were just more collected and whatnot, but Oh, so if you played the original XCOM, you're like, this isn't so bad. I don't know why the developer said this is going to be hard. And then they set it to like the proper hard and everyone's like, what's happening? Why am I dying? Okay. Oh, that's really funny. But there's not like, I mean, on one hand, like the fact that a game can release like unfinished and gets patched, like I feel like there's a lot of game stuff that gets crutches on that. But it is just funny because that shit has still happened like way back in the day, and if it happened, you're just, well, that's just how this game is now. I'm sure now you could probably patch XCOM 1 and play on the proper like difficulty, but that's still really funny. That's still very, very amusing. There's like a bunch of like green little tassels that cover painted. There we go. There we go. We can turnip ship from dumbass stuff. Oh yeah, that's honestly that's a funny thing you could do is just run turnip stuff, and if a guy gets promoted, just like swap it for like a more like trench crusade thing. I recently had a one of my stigmatic nuns became elite, and I'm like, I should probably give her like a fancy new model. I got to live the dream, and for the very first round of promotions, I got a nun up to elite. Which, for context, in Trench Crusade, if you're playing a campaign game and a model dies, at the end of the round you roll a d6, and on like a 1 or a 2 they just fucking perish and you just lose everything. Elites, whenever they perish, you just roll you effectively roll a d66, where the first one is like the tens place and the second one's the ones place. It's effectively just kind of like a way to like make a chart work in a d6 system. And like you could maybe be fine or get maimed or get some cool scars, but generally it's a lot harder to kill them. Like you can get crippled to the point where it's like, why would I even bother keeping you alive? But it just means it's like they have a chance to like level up and learn skills too when they're elite. So like getting something to elite early on is really, really bitching for a campaign. Like it's really, 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 really good. The nuns are really cool. I'm gonna be real. I've never got... Is that bent? No, okay, that's fine. I've never gotten a nun to the point where she can remove a blood marker and then I get to turn it into a blessing marker. And you're gonna be like, how? That's the defining feature of a nun. What are you talking about? Every time I've played, this is what's happened to my nuns. And like, I don't run my nuns bare. I run my nuns with standard armor and shields. Someone catches up to my nuns and they fucking explode, or because like this is not like a community thing, but I call anything with like a boost, a dash, a dog, because like Lines of Jabir, Plague Hounds, and Pit Locust are all roughly dog shaped, and they all get bonuses to dashing and like an additional movement speed. She is the dog equivalent for Trench Pilgrims. So, like, if she doesn't die horribly, she runs off to collect an objective, and ideally, she never gets hit. I leave her there alone just to chill, and hopefully she doesn't die. That's what she did last game. She ran into a corner, she held an objective, and she lived. Yippee. Get, like, little nozzle bits. Nozzle bit. Have a traditional nozzle bit. Okay. Yeah, then again, I think eventually you can just run, like, a bunch of nuns, and it's probably, like, not a bad idea. You could probably get, like, a pretty good nun by running a bunch of nuns, but, like, man. Hi there, Kina. How you doing? Oh, God. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alchemist armor is, like, 50 ducats. I run double Alchemist in House of Wisdom, and I don't even run Alchemist armor. I'm like, that's like that is going to be an upgrade for later, if ever. It's just so much money. What I did have happen though is my what's it called? My not communicate. My castigator got taken out of action, and then we rolled on the chart, and he got captured. So I had to give my friend 50 ducats, or he was going to execute him. Which is like, okay, that's not the worst. Not great, but I still got to keep him, which was reasonably legit. God, the finances hurt though, because he also lost his punt gun and his good armor. So next game, I'm gonna be kind of a broke ass bitch. Though I did roll decently well in exploration, so I don't think it's gonna be all bad. The upside though is that my my anchorite got tough as nails, which is the thing that like I think you just ignore. You either ignore like a tough roll or you ignore the first down result. Either way, he's a sturdy bitch. So he's a. And he's the elite one. He's the elite one from being what's it called? He's the elite one for being Methodius. So I'm still eating pretty good. I got an elite nun. I got that, and my war prophet leveled, but he only got the upgrade that basically says that like you get a bonus promotion dice, which it's pretty good. It's not bad, but it's not as like. Wow, gee willikers, that's a spicy fucking meatball like some of the other ones. Also just been realizing that I've been painting with markers for about 40 minutes, which is wild. This is why it's like, I love these guys a lot. They got a lot of detail. I feel like I work on them forever. Like this is like they've gotten 8 hours worth of work, and I'm hoping that means I can at least get them to the enamel stage tonight. I'm feeling pretty optimistic. We'll find out. My optimism is often wrong, but still. But yeah, that's it's like some campaign stuff is wild. Just having the way it's really like Trench Crusade really is a different game when you do campaigns, because like I will sacrifice whatever the fuck I want in like one-off games, but goddamn, put me in a campaign game and I'm like, no, don't hurt my little guy. My little guy being like a heretic priest who already had his tough like used that round. I was like running his ass into a corner because I was like, I can't lose you yet, buddy. I can't lose you yet. Had 2 lost arms? How? What do you do with them at that point? I mean, he's still... I guess you can still make a melee attack with like -1 dice to injury and to hit. Like, it sucks. Like, that sucks real bad, but I guess that's just what you do. Oh yeah, I guess he is a pretty bitchin' objective holder. I guess the funny thing though is because since you can spend blood markers to empower his stuff, it's not like out of all the models to do the like fucking like Black Knight, like I'll bite your legs off. Yeah, honestly, I would. How you doing? Did I say hello, Xana? How you doing? I would totally just make a Hell Knight with no limbs. It would be that just as a thing. How you doing, Brian? How you doing? Welcome. Let me give you a Nice. How you doing? I'm working on the Noise Marine, lads. Specifically been doing a lot of marker shit. Because I do like these markers a lot. I do like these markers quite a bit. How you doing? Like the entire thing, though? Yes, I do. And these tubes, I eventually want to do the glowing green things. So I'm definitely gonna like not worry too much about what's going on with them. This is the only one that has like actual like charms hanging off the tubes, which feels weird. I feel like more should be doing that. I feel like there should be more tubes with like little charms and trinkets and whatnot. But spoils of chaos. How you doing, Brian? How you doing? Yeah, God, I want to sit down and figure out how many models of every Trench Crusade faction I've painted, because I think I've got a decent amount. Like, I would eventually like to have at least one of each, including like variants. So like if like there's a Azeb Ferris, I would not count that as an Azeb. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe that's like two. That would just get me gummed up on details too much. Maybe. I'll think about it though. There, also gotta get all these lots of leather straps, which I'll probably just make them skin colored, and I'll deal with that shit later. Yeah, the tubes are good because if you get the tubes to glow, like if you do like OSL on tubes is definitely a look. It's a real good look. Oh, dude, no, that's just like gold as well. And do we got any like fun grills or anything that'd be really obvious to like do some stuff? Nope, be good. All right, all the way through the metals. Let's go like retuck those back in. And also, I got these I did the flat matte varnish on these apothecary guys. They're looking much better. These were gonna be for Horus Heresy. They are heavily kit bashed with 3D parts. Because you can basically just take Mark 6 armor and put whatever on there, and it's like, boom, Horus Heresy ready, let's go. I've been hiccuping like a monster. Oh yeah, Noise Marines are gaudy as shit. Debatably, you could argue whether they're more or less gaudy than a typical Sonnet. Oh, okay, we got the fucking, hold on. I just realized we got studs. We got the lads with studs I'm gonna have to deal with as well. Does any more have skin studs on the leg? Got a bunch of them do. All right, never mind. I do like beakies quite a bit. There's actually like a decent number of beakies in this set. So like I could be doing some beaky CSM in the near future. If you guys are into that sort of thing, which I think you are. I think we're all like on like agreement that beakies are really good. It's tricky because I like beakies. I tend to pick armies that like aren't like word bearers can work with beakies, but they're kind of like a legion that's very like Mark IV Maximus armor is where word bearers look like the most like word bearers in the heresy. Like I have word bearer beakies. I have a bunch of them. There we go. Like I got this guy who is Dryan. I mean, he's not dry. He's basically like I need to basically do probably another airbrush layer and then put on the pauldrons and whatnot. Go. Continue to look for nubby little skin studs. There we go. There we go. Depends. Word bearers definitely like to do the whole thing of like the more armor you have, the more Colchizian runes, aka chaos runes, you can put on all of your shit. So they do tend to like really ornate like helmets and armor and stuff like that. There's a really bitchin' guy in the Exorcist book that was like he had he was blind, but he had prayer scrolls like stapled over his eyes, which was pretty banging. Yeah, Mark. It's weird. You would think you would assume that Mark IV was going to happen at some point, but they decided to do like Mark II for the new set. Which, hey, you know what? That looks pretty nice. I'm still like semi on the fence for getting the. I guess it depends on when the pre-orders come out, how much that box is going to be. Because I also know I feel like you guys would be like, how? Paint the Saturnine. Paint the chunky fucks, Hal. How? Paint the chunky fucks. I would like to paint the chunky fucks. Oh my god, it's hard to say. I gotta like bring him like really close to my face because there's like one stud that is. There we go. There we go. This is. By the way, if you have like these markers are nice in general. Please, if you're doing like I'm doing vehicles and I have like 8,000 studs. These are so good for studs. These are so good for studs. Like I can just. Bam, stud. Bam, stud. I also recently, so I was watching, Miscast came back after like 2 months, and apparently he was like moving and sick. He's a YouTuber who does like crafty stuff that I like, and he was using these like, I didn't realize you could get like stick-on pearls. Like they're effectively like pearl, like half fake pearls with like stickers on the other side to use for like Nurgle eyes and stuff like that. Yeah, it's really good. Yeah, this would be really bitching for bonding studs. Yeah. Molecular bonding. Back as well. To retouch up the skin. I also figure that like once I start doing the washes and stuff, a lot of the little imperfections will fall by the wayside. So hey, there we go. Beautiful. I think I was mostly thinking vehicles too. Like I know there's a couple of like really big fuckers that have those. So I roughly have an idea for like what gun goes where, but like it's probably going to shift like 8 million times as I paint. Or do tiny googly eyes too, yeah. Maybe some big googly eyes just to mix it up. Alright. This is where I look at the lad and figure out like what's he need now? He needs more. Okay. Probably give everybody a new layer for their feet. Their feet, I think I was just doing prairie ochre. It's feet mostly good. It's like a little tube sound by the feet there. Whatever. I am approximately 50 minutes in. This is the first time I'm going to be applying paint with a paintbrush. Oh, I love the future. The future has never been brighter. Take the fuck out of this real quick. I like this prairie ochre paint. It is thick as hell, and I don't know what makes this wargamer paint thicker than others, but it do be like that. Luckily that means that like even if I squeeze pretty hard, like it comes out like relatively like I think it's just like me moving my. I was like, why did my screen flash? I think it's just because like my arm got in the way when I was like big squeezing. Get a lot of water on there. Come on. Yeah, pro maneuver. Pour filtered drinking water into my my painting water. Excellent. Excellent. Big brain maneuvers. Oh, which? Oh, wait. I think I threw him away. I think the demon with the eye taint. Yeah. I do want to paint him. I do want to like probably rebuild him again at some point. For context, that was one of my models that I did with my old 3D printer, and like I decided to take a bunch of projects that like was done on that printer, but I never painted. I was like, this isn't gonna happen. So I got rid of it, and I was like, well, if I ever come back to do it again, I will be using a nicer printer with better quality. So it was a good way. Something that I've been enjoying now is that some of the groups I've been playing with have a communal bits box. And what I've been doing is now if I have like a bunch of like old like resin prints that I'm not using or whatever, I'll just chuck them in there. And like usually that means like somebody will be like, ooh, very nice. Like I donated, so I had a bunch of plague monks, and like, you know, I built all the plague monks I need, but I had a bunch of bits and I was just keeping them around like a fucking miser. I'm like, I'm not actually gonna use these. So I put them in the box and they've been used. So somebody out there, I have spread the joys of the great horned rat. How you doing, Shadow? And how you doing, 14? How both of you nerds doing? I was talking about how so kind and generous by donating rat chunk. A little bit. That's fine. Some of the feet stuff are gonna probably get like textured anyway. Weathering powder's the word I meant. All fucked up. Open some Final Fantasy packs. I'm jelly. Where I was at, all the pre-release packs were sold out, and everything else is just like everything is being priced like it's a premium collector set and not like a standard legal set. Apparently, a lot of them are going to get restocked in July, according to like somebody was like, "Hey, Wizards of the Coast, everything's sold out. What the fuck?" And they're like, "Yeah, there'll be more coming in July," which makes sense. So because I think some other like more like investory people were like, "They're never coming back. Get it now while you still can." Also, I'm not gay 28. Thank you for the follow and welcome to the workshop. So is that the 28th time you said that, or what? What's the significance on the number anyway? Yeah, I think it's because unfortunately, like I like the stores I saw those like kind of more FOMO prices on. I like them as places, but they're definitely like, you know, they know that people want the FOMO cards, so they're going to make them FOMO prices because game stores don't make money. So I have to imagine that they're doing that so that like just get you a nice little Final Fantasy nest egg, and then at that point Wizards can release whatever shit set they want, and you can just kind of coast. I have to imagine that's probably roughly what's going on with that. Horn the same material as well? Well, it is now. It's now the first one that wasn't taken. Oh, there we go. That's fair. There's you had to get assigned by the council first. But how you doing? If you do not know me already, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf, miniature painting VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. And today I am working on some noise marines because I got them, and I would like to get them done at some point. God, why are you still so wobbly? I thought you were the motherfucker I put glue on the base. I did. Put some more glue on the base. I will keep applying glue until morale improves. Maybe I just gotta set him aside as well. There. A little bit there. I'm just gonna set him aside so I just don't fuck with him for now. That blaster guy, and Yeah, I think that was the other long blaster. You're the blast master. You're blast master. There we go. I have definitely roughly specific weapons in mind. Roughly specific weapons. It's a new fish more worry. Hey, let's go, let's go, let's go. Everybody's getting the campaigns recently. It's making me big happy. Hell yeah. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I forget, like, what, I feel like I probably asked this before, but I forgot a lot. What models do you have access to for the communicant? Because you mostly just need, like, a big, weird, mutant kind of human guy. Ideally, something gangly is kind of fun, but, like, it doesn't have, they don't have to be gangly necessarily. That has, like, the whole, like, pad thing. Yeah, this is definitely, I definitely wanted to apply some, like, foot, like, texture stuff, and I just did not. I'll get something working for these lads. There we go, there we go, there we go. Think of, like, would be, what has, like, a good mutant human? I'm trying to think. I guess there's just many potential options. Like once I can recall what you got available, we could work from there. We could work from there. I know there's like a let's see. I know All Might I've been looking at for 3D prints. I'm trying to think of like what would be like a good, maybe some of the Ash, well, the Ash Waste guys have like a big mutant. A big mutant human thing. I feel like, hold on. Big gangly mutant. Honestly, you could maybe, there's that like Bloodborne board game. Hold on. You could get models for that. Bloodborne. I know those exist, and I feel like there's like a couple like descended funky dudes. You could look into that. Yeah, there's that. There's a Dark Souls board game as well that would give you like similar-ish options. Maybe not quite 100% there, but something roughly there. But yeah, both of them are probably not bad choices, honestly. So let's get you some pale skin. Killer Boss might work as well. Let's see, some other. Welcome back, Vtuber. Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. A little bit. I think what I did here is I was doing, yeah, this like Raycar flesh equivalent for like the face and that like little pouch. So I'm gonna try to apply a secondary coating and see how that works. Got like a tube going on there as well, so once this is dried I can apply tube color and probably go back for a third coat. There we go, there we go, there we go. I guess like Infinity might, you know what, I actually wonder if some Conquest stuff might work. Oh, actually, the interesting thing about Conquest is usually the scale for Conquest minis is way too big, like because like they're on like a weird proprietary scale. But considering that communicants are larger anyway, that might actually be like a feature and not a bug for you. Yeah, maybe take a dip into the Conquest range. Like there's like a couple of human factions for that. There's also some like, I don't know if the orcs might be too kind of like orc shaped for that, but like potentially is another option. Bargulf could work too as well. You got the skies are endless. Possibilities are endless. There we go. Like I feel every now and then I'll like accidentally like horribly mush up like two metaphors. I'm like, I sound crazy. None of this makes any sense. How? What's going on? Why do it be like that? Getting his little pouch doing pretty good. He had the, like, cloak that had this, and that's actually still looking roughly pretty good. Here, like, I could do, like, a little tip, but even then, that's not that big of a deal. 30, yeah, that's what I vaguely feel like I've heard of like a rumor or something that said like, oh yeah, no, the scale was originally supposed to be like different, but there was like a goof up and they leaned with it. That always felt like Cope to me, so I don't quite know how that works out. There we go. I need to do some green too as well. So yeah, there's probably some Conquest humans might look pretty legit. No, because I know you had a tacit. There's like a couple of guys with like little tacits and stuff that I gotta hit up. I gotta go back and like highlight and vary up the armor panels a little bit. Some of these I might be going a little too wild on that, but then again, I guess it's Slanesh, so it doesn't really matter a huge amount if I go like too varied. There we go. But yeah, I will say though, at my shop, the people who play Conquest, they play with mostly painted armies, and they do look good. Like when you got everything on the trays and they're just like huge, and you're like, okay. Then again, that might just be me activating the like the inherent fantasy behind like a big rank and flank. Because I've gotten to play one rank and flank that was the Song of Ice and Fire game, and that was a lot of fun. That's a game that like I wish I had more time in my life, because I would absolutely love to get back into that. It's like I've played one game, but like the like I could tell like the tactical parts were really cool. Like the tactics cards and whatnot were like legitimately very, very interesting. But I'm just like I don't have time. I don't have time to play that. And like that's another consequence of like I like the game and like I have minis to paint, but they're like the hobbying aspect is really limited. Because you're effectively just, like, I think they made up units from, like, the books and stuff, which is fine. Like, that's what they should be doing. But I'm just, like, at the end of the day, I am painting named characters. Painting named characters and stuff. So I'm like, can't really. I mean, I guess I could make my OC Do Not Steal Song of Ice and Fire OCs, but, like, feels weird. I'm still perpetually on the fence about being curious about Digimon cards. Like, they seem neat. They do seem neat. And I've been told by people I trust that the game is fun. However, I don't know if I can dual wield card games, especially ones that, like, I cannot, like, I feel like if my friend group, like the one I play with on Mondays, was like, oh, we're not playing Magic anymore. We're just going to play, like, Monopoly. Actually, I wouldn't be jazzed about that, but, like, if we played a different game, I probably would just drop Magic. I'd be like, oh, this is fine. I'm not feeling that FOMO enough to go to my shop just to play more Magic. He doesn't have tacits. I think he's got a tacit somewhere. Oh, does Drawing Boy have a tacit on him? He does. Okay. I'm really careful. I'm gonna be real. I thought about doing the exact same thing. Like, I at one point wanted just to get Chaos Space Marines, and I'm still tempted because somebody just offloaded a Chaos Space Marine army there, and like I could kind of like a la carte just pick up a bunch. But no. Like, Monopoly is definitely one of those games that, like, every time it was played at my family, like, somebody, like, left the table like, fuck you! Fuck you! And we definitely did the thing, like, hey, you're not supposed to play Monopoly with house rules. A lot of rules that people think are real are fake. Like landing on go to get money. Or, like, I played Monopoly for years without realizing that there's a fucking bidding phase. You guys got little dots. Where it's just like straight up like you land, like when you land on a place, it's not first come first service, you bid for it. And I didn't know that because I only played Monopoly with my family and they only played with these like weird jacked up special rules. And like that kind of shit also probably didn't help with like the whole like fuck you. Like when we played Life, like nobody got upset when we played Life and somebody won. Like who cares? It's Life. But Monopoly was always when like the genuine anger came out. I have not heard of Sociopoly, but is it like a socialist Monopoly or like a society Monopoly? Like what do be that? It's like ooh, let's go. Here I can show you my idea for mine. I got a bunch of really nice looking 3D bits from like a I did the Maker's Cult for like 1 month. mostly because I wanted to get some Trench Crusade arms, and they had like a bunch of stuff that was like totally not Dark Angels. I mixed Wordbearer, Dark Angels, and like some Cephalix bits, and I got this guy. I got this big Medicaid motherfucker. I'm like, he looks pretty legit. I just haven't bothered to like do anything with him yet. Because you can also see I really like this head. There's like, I have basically a whole set with these heads, and there's going to be some repeats. It's fine. It's fine. Well, don't go to jail. Oh, okay, okay. So it's to kind of like show like the widening sort of like financial gap. You know what I mean? This guy's leg. I think basically like all the black armor I'm gonna paint over with the black again, and then I'm gonna use this like deep ocean blue. Maybe do some highlight bullshit with it. Like a bunch of it like around the sides and stuff that just didn't turn out good. What? Hey, it's not the... Oh, there we go. I've been using the same brush this entire night. Well, I had the good things. Yeah, like tarps. Yeah, I think everybody's got that like, man, if only I had infinite time, I would play this game. That's a very real mood. Hey, I mean, if they work, they work. Especially if you just give them like a helmet or something too. If you need to disguise the trolley bits. Like really thick. Get like little bits where I see some stuff shining through. There we go. There we go. Yeah, just like slap a cross on there, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. There we go. We got that looking pretty legit. And then anyone else got some black armor that needs... Drawing Boy has mostly black armor. You know, no, I should leave him. I'll leave Drawing Boy, and then, like, if I get everybody else done, I can go back to him, at least, maybe, like, a little bit later. So, like, there's, like, a lot of trim that I'm going to need to go back and hit up. Starting to wish I had a gold pen. I can't get too reliant on painting trim and stuff with, like, these metal markers. Though I do wonder if, like, if they actually... I don't know if they have a gold marker. If they did, though, can you imagine for Thousand Suns? Just be able to just go and just kind of say, yeah, I'm just gonna like paint that, like just draw that on. Ooh, that might be legitimately very spicy. Might be like legit a very, very spicy maneuver. Yeah, there's like a bunch of trim that has gotten accidentally bonked with some paint. There we go. Yeah, oh yeah, I found a, the scale-wise might be a bit too big, like in hindsight, but like, it's fine. Zabavka does like really, really good, terrain stuff, and I was like, I need something for their bases, and I was just like looking through it, I was like, oh yeah, a pile of corpses, yippee, and you know, pile of corpses does work. Pile of corpses absolutely fucking works, it's the good shit. Oh, that guy's backpack is also black too. Yeah, just a pile of corpses. Yippee! Excellent. I think this guy was trying to use a different blue to highlight this a little bit. I just don't think it worked out as much as I like, so we'll do that. You got black armor. He's got like a little bit. He's probably one where like if I also made like the torso black, that would also kind of look nice. See, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes, though. Very, very careful with some of this. I don't think dry brushing on the gold. Usually it's a bit more gold. I don't know why this one it's kind of like very, very pale. Maybe it's just like how much I did it or the paint ratio. I can fix it though. It won't be too bad. I think I went over like there was like a little bit on my Mammon guy, the Goetic Warlock, who got like when I was doing some like touch up stuff onto, I just applied a little bit more gold because there's like a little bit of like some other color shining through, and like, oh yeah, no, just using it straight from the bottle, it's like, oh yeah, this is like a really gold. Holy shit. Oh, down there. Could do. Many of them actually have black. One, not a whole lot. Yeah, fuck it. I'm already doing it. I'm already making it real. But yeah. But yeah, so like I've been like trying to think of some other bases for them too, because like I'm eventually gonna have to like I could give every single one just like a big fuck off pile of corpses to stand on top of, which, you know, Slanesh and like Noise Marines and stuff would probably still be accurate. If I do 6 more of these guys, I'm gonna have to like I have to figure out some way to make like I'm like if I want to make batch 2 look distinct, because I think you still generally want to run these in squads of 6, so I kind of want to have like maybe like some visual identity thing between squad 1 and squad 2. I don't know what that is yet. I'm thinking probably just like a different array of helmets at the bare minimum would get me there. Oh, I could just paint this bottom part black and leave the top part. Ooh, I don't think I haven't done. Why have I not done that yet? Yeah, that sounds great. I should have tried this for like with another guy as well. There we go. Look at them coming together, looking nice. Yeah, I'm probably gonna get the. Oh, there's a tacit. I'm so blind. I'm like actively like looking for like very specific features on these models. Like, where are they? And then I just totally just skip over them. It's amazing that I managed to paint as many models as I do and not have just like these like big glaring just like things I missed. There we go. We gotcha. Off ads, at least for not right now. The other option I could do is just try to sit down and focus on one at a time just to try to get them done. Like, part of me thinks that like doing it like slightly piecemeal style is kind of nice. That green out. I should really put this green back afterwards. Oh, but I can't do a piecemeal because I'm eventually going to need to go back and like... What's it called? I'm going to eventually need to go back and like give every one of these a coating with a varnish. Because I absolutely believe a lot of these colors, especially I can't imagine the marker shades are going to like hold up well to like an enamel rub down. I guess it really doesn't matter though. As long as I do that part at the exact same time, it's probably not that big of a deal. I'll let you dry a little bit. You, buddy, how you doing? I need to get a dark red on the inside of your cloak, because that's going to be the bloody part. Oh no, I should do a different dark red. I have like a dark red that's like basically purple and like a dark red that is like a dark red. So I gotta mix that up a little bit. Which eventually this will just be like I've been really enjoying the Army Painter blood effects. They're just really nice. Like how you doing, Jay? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on my Noise Marines because I would like to get them done. So that way I could free up like a ludicrous amount of desk space, but also just like, you know, getting project done nice. I do like when project done. This. If it's a flesh cloak, it doesn't really matter how much I gotta get up in there. But yeah, how you doing, Jay? How you doing? That edge, and then your... Oh, this guy's fucked up face. Some, like, some of the reds around there. There we go. Oh, nice. I also try to do like a little bit of like metal highlights on some of that stuff, like the various chains and whatnot. I feel like a lot of the lads could use a little bit more chain work on. Nubbins too, I gotta do that. What do you call a virtual potato? Oh, no. That's like one of those pun questions of VTuber. I had the feel for the pedal. I was like, I need in my hour of need, Elegoo paddle. I need it. How you doing? How you doing? You're not wrong. You're not wrong. Are you just making me think of that very narrow period where like the whole like digital, like the virtual pets, like Tamagotchis and stuff. There's like I think you might still be able to take them online, but I remember that was like a way bigger aspect of those was like, oh yeah. These are, you can go online with your Tamagotchi and do like little shitty Flash mini games. Oh, I missed the Flash era of the internet. It was just kind of neat just seeing like a tool that let people do a lot. Like HTML Canvas was supposed to be a thing that lets you do Flash equivalent stuff. And you can do actually like really baller things with like HTML Canvas. But it just never really got like the same. I think it's just because the tools weren't nearly as good and like something creative like that kind of lives or dies on what tools you give it. The little horns and that's spreading everywhere, which is not great. That little metal tube in him. There we go. Hey, how you doing again, Matthew? How you doing? How you doing? You're redeeming. Oh yeah, Flash games are fun. I used to spend a decent amount of time on like Newgrounds just playing Flash game stuff. How you doing, Mini Doll? How you doing? You won? Ooh, Megatron and Bats won. Hell yeah! Let's go. I had a win yesterday where we're Team Hobbits. It's always fun when I win with the Hobbit deck because I get to say stuff like I play Farmer Cotton where X equals 10 and I create 10 food and then 10 hobbits and then I crack the ability on Pippin and it gives all of them haste and +3/+3 and people are not ready for the delicious beatdown that I'm about to bring. I'm bringing the fucking snacks. But a Ruinous Ultimatum. Ooh, I need to get me a Ruinous Ultimatum. I feel like I had one at one point, but I just don't have one now. But yeah, how you doing? How you doing? Get various mini things. Call it a food fight. It do be. I mean, that's the premise of the deck. Is just to turn food into a economy that lets me just like. I will convert all these sandwiches into your demise. That's sort of like what that deck does. I'm gonna do this head. Is that like an exposed face? This might be an exposed face. I could do. That. Okay, yeah, no, this is probably the way to go. Then there's that like little metal bit on top. I was like, what the fuck do I do with this guy? I was like, okay, no, this is the answer. He's just got like a big old gaper grill of a mouth. So as long as that gets like roughly painted in, he'll be hunky dory. Yeah, let's go. Like food cards in the game. Yeah, yeah. That now you can do food as a legitimate full ass deck. But yeah, that's the thing that's kind of rough with modern Magic is that like any idea that's like this is a quirky little deck idea, and they're like, here's all the support you'll ever need. Like, oh no, this is a deck now. I also still like playing my food deck, so like I can't complain too much for them. But like at the same time, for people who were like during like early food, they're like, ooh, look at me, I gotta like work to make food work, and now I got like food engines and food payoffs and food turning into tokens and stuff. It's pretty laid out for me. Reskin Sir Conrad. Ooh, let's go. Yeah, I mean that's I know it's vile for you, but like that's a good get for them. So hell yeah, I can. I can congratulate where congratulations is due on pack stuff. I have gotten 0 Final Fantasy yet because it's either sold out or very, very marked up where I'm at. And I'm not in a rush. I will hold out. I will hold out through the fire and the FOMO until it goes down to like regular-ish prices, and I might pick me up like a couple things. Like, I never actually did like any of this. He's like, this is from a kit that's effectively supposed to be a Gal Vorback for Heresy stuff, which is like effectively like really early Chaos Possessed. Wordbear's definitely got that like your first hits free thing for Chaos for Possession, where they were like, oh no, being possessed is like really cool. You get like a demon buddy, and like it's, you know, still kind of sucks, but like you're kind of like a symbiosis and not like a like possession now, where it's like the demon basically just gets to like control all the shit. And then once the Gal Vorback started dying off and they needed new ones, the new ones were basically came in as like possessed light, and then it just kind of kept getting worse and worse and worse. Something like that. It is effectively like demon. I mean, like that. I mean, not demon propaganda. That's just do how it be. Hey, Aragon, how you doing? Welcome. Oh, you got Excalibur 2 and Choco. Hey, yo, let's go. On my painting grind, yeah. I also be on that painting grind, so I feel you. Yeah, that's true. They did get a change back. They did kind of get like a soft like henshin, and like. The funniest thing for the Gal Vorback, I still think, is so the best one, Argel Tal, who was like, he was effectively like a noble guy who was like deep into the chaos shit, because like, you know, because like duty and loyalty and whatnot. He got a demon called Rom, and Rom, every time Rom was around Erebus, he's like, yo, you should fucking kill that guy. Like not as in Rom was like bloodthirsty. He was like, listen, I'm a demon and I think Erebus is bad news. I think Erebus is bad news and you should probably kill him. And I know that we're not exactly buddies, but I need you to realize how urgent that makes my words. Let's get a little bit more on this horn. Yeah, he knew something was up. Like, listen, I might be a horrible warp spawn creature, but I need you to realize, I need you to be like, hey, to use my very specific insight in the situation of douchebags, and realize that like I know you. This is not like it's not like he liked Erebus, but like even Rom was like, you gotta buddy. He almost would have. Rom would have been the true savior of the Imperium in a different timeline. Get like a little brighter red on there. I'm a bad guy. He's like, I mean, no, he was definitely a bad guy. I mean, the first thing that all of them remember was like, oh god, we drank Space Marine blood that way. And they're like, yup, you absolutely did. I have a red do I want for this. Oh yeah, I really like this with like that like kind of thing where it's like draw your first like your favorite character saying to like kill the second favorite characters. I think the one I liked probably the most was just like there was one where it was like Civi 11 and Corone, which that combination is just really fun just because they're like very like honestly they would probably like get along, but like it's just like, man, that's like a very strange combo if you just like think about it. Well, the problem is, so for a little bit of context without huge spoilers, Argel Tal was not like Space Marines don't really get like in love, but there was like a human lady he really wanted to protect, who was kind of like his like counselor, maybe is the wrong word, but like his confidant. And Erebus is like, hey buddy, I can do you a real solid. I can do you a real solid for something. And Argentall was like, I don't trust you, but you are the only one who could do this very specific type of solid. yeah. I still need to watch Free Run. Like I have seen it's gonna be so weird like the day I actually sit down to watch Free Run because I've seen so much just like adjacent media based around it. Like just like so much stuff, just all like in so many memes of all different types of just like bits of nonsense. Like I know the actual show is like really somber and sad and whatnot, but it's just gonna be like a really wild time when I'm like, oh man, I'm piecing it together now. Yeah, I think I was doing. You figure out how to do like proper like highlighty bits on some of this more like rounded armor. So a lot of the highlights might just be coming eventually just be coming from the enamel wash that will be coming tonight. I think I need to figure out is okay. I need to get what's another thing that could be red? Oh, this guy. Gotta highlight this fucking helmet bit. There we go. I gotta figure out sort of like I want to be able to connect the guns because they're going to need it. They're going to need that connection. However, I eventually need to be able to have access to the back of the guns where all the cables are going to be at because I really need those cables to exist so that way I can do glow stuff. So I need to angle some bits of this very carefully. Oh, Chaos Invite. There was like I think Aaron Dembski Bowden apparently did like a little like AMA thing at one point where he was explaining the life of like average chaos guy. And it was basically just like a way of just sort of like basically like a nigh continuous, just like making deals and breaking deals and like having like a big, like a little mini like kingdom and then just all of it gets taken away because of like the Imperium or a rival or like just even like a fucking warp storm. And then you got build back up and like you trust your brother with your life, but also you're probably going to betray your brother because like he's got shit you want or like he slighted you and he doesn't know that he slighted you. But also at the same time that like he knows you're going to betray him. So like, do you betray him like he thinks he will, or do you decide to say no because he's your bro? But also your bro has like a really nice ship and like 10,000 just like thousands of Imperial slaves that you want to put in so you can like start preparing for the next crusade that Abaddon is making you do. And if you say no, Abaddon will kill you and then send all your enemies to collect your stuff. And you don't want that. But also you're willing to make some deals with Abaddon so that way he doesn't give your enemies as big of a deal. Where it's just like labyrinthine like bandit fucking just like plots. Where it's like you're all your entire existence is just doing just like petty bandit shit, but with just 8,000 layers of schemes, and it sounds like hell. Alice is a great fit. Hey, let's go. There's I saw that like there's a My Mini Factory guy named like Immaterium Gods that's doing like they're doing like a set that's supposedly Malal themed. It's weird because like nothing really super screams like Malal about it, but like some of the designs are kind of nice. So like I don't know if you're like looking for shit like that. That's available on My Mini Factory for like bits and stuff. All their helmets have like O-face like gray like gratings though, so they're all like oh, which it kind of makes them look goofy, the Marines, but there's like some really cool demons and stuff in there as well. So it's definitely a neat mix of shit. Use this like lighter color to kind of like this. Go, you are. Oh, this guy can be some. Oh, this guy's already got like a lot of highlight bits. Oh, you probably need to go. What color do I want to make these chains? Like, I want them to be metal, and I already use like the brass for like the waist stuff. I think some of the other waist stuff are going to need similar layers of brass on them. I'll have to think about that. God. Actually, what? Hold on. Oh my God. Metal, flat, black. Okay, yeah, no, that's not. That's not anything I actually need. Okay, that's almost too harsh. The nice thing is, like, if I actually go a little bit too harsh with this, like, stippling stuff, I can kind of just, like, back and kind of just, like, blend it back a little bit. Probably thicker of a blend, but that's fine. There we go, there we go, there we go, there we go. Take the Imperial Man, but all the Chaos Leaders is worse. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's... have you ever seen that, like, there's, like, a famous-ish image of, like, all these plebeians on the bus. They don't know the deep thoughts I'm thinking. They're just sheep and peons. And it's just like the entire bus is just people thinking that. That is just kind of chaos. And I like that. I enjoy me a flawed protagonist. I enjoy me a flawed protagonist a lot. And that's when I think a lot of this shines really, really well. Got this, like, this, like, darker blue thing, which I've seen people use to, like, highlight some little bits of black, and I'm just seeing how that's gonna look if I just kind of hit it up like that. Give it a hydrate stretch. I need some fucking water. I feel like that's something that, like, if you Googled it, like you probably would be able to. I mean, like, I appreciate your service for digging through the folder, but I also feel like if you just went, like, Emperor of Mankind free red, I feel like that would also probably get you there. Like, maybe I'm wrong on that. Like, okay. I just keep it, like, pretty thin and just keep kind of, like... Here's how this is gonna blend once I start doing, like, the wash stuff on there. So, Steve, have yourself a good night and take it easy, yo. How you doing, Raven? Welcome. How you doing? I'm working on my Noise Marines. I'm trying to get them to the point where I can get them enameled and, at the very least, have their guns glued in. I have their guns, like, in, like, a pretty temporary state. I would like to fix that. Yeah, I think I finally found, because, like, I've been hearing about using like a blue for, like, highlighty bits for black. And I think I finally found the one that, like, resonates with me, I guess. Oh, Jay's going tonight. Oh, my bad. Well, Jay, have yourself a good night. Take it easy. I think I misread that combo. Oh, yeah, Iron Warriors are pretty nice. I'm still Word Bearer boy for life. I like me some Word Bearers. Iron Warriors are really cool too, though. I'm glad Iron Warriors guys are eating well, though. Like with the new I can say at the very least, Horus Heresy, probably some of the best things coming out of Horus Heresy are the new edition trailers. Like, every time they release a trailer, it's really fucking banging. But, like, this new one where it's just like where, like, the Saturnines deploy and this, like, one Iron Warrior guy's like, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm balling. You're like, god damn. The good shit. But, like, just such good shit. Such excellent shit. But yeah. Iron Warriors people are just, like, having their best. They're living their best lives. Got all these like really, really deep Colchizian. Like, these aren't quite runes, but they're like kind of like sketchy little geometric patterns that look pretty nice. Leg. Give him that unstanky leg. I did that. Yeah, that is a good. I did. So that's like one of those lines that like I've heard from like Adric and stuff. And when it finally showed up in the book, I was like, hey, he said the thing. Oh, my guys are getting shelled. My guys are getting shelled. Worth it. Absolutely worth it. Yeah, the thing. Oh yeah, yeah. Also, if you took a Saturnine and just like put some meat on it, that would probably be a good base for an obliterator. I have 2 obliterators I kind of want to paint. It's like regular ass obliterators, but I also want to take the amalgam from Trench Crusade and just stick on some like 40k bits. and do those as obliterators, because I think they sell the Obliterator Dream way better than the current obliterators. The current obliterators are like fine models, but if you called them just like I don't know, like marine brutes or something like that, I think they would also work just as well. Like for the obliterate, you want that meat, and you want them guns. You want the meaty guns. Still a very messy application of it. Seeing the I might have to start painting like more black stuff now. So I could just use those for highlights and kind of nice, kind of swanky. Let's go. Metal guns in America. He's got the belt. Okay. I did like a dry brush for all the trim. I'm gonna have to like legitimately go back and like hit a lot of this trim up with some proper painting, which would be fine. Let's see your cutting mat. Hey, let's go. I used to every now and then do some like I would just do the isopropyl alcohol and like deep clean my cutting mat. If you wonder why I really don't anymore, it's because like I've gotten just to the point where like sometimes it just doesn't come off. I just cannot remove the color, so I'm just like, fuck it, why not? It's funny because like I'll still use like the isopropyl alcohol and a wipe, and like nothing comes off, but when I look at my rag, I'm like, this is black. Like it's like, and it's not like it's like removing the original like black on the silicone mat. It's just like that kind of like gray black of like dust and grime. I'm like, what's happening here? What are you picking up? There's nothing here. There's nothing for you to pick up. Oh yeah, if you're doing like sculptable mold and stuff, like, oh yeah, that's probably even worse then. Yeah, that's like actually got to remove it so it will function as a mat. I'm still riding that high from the what's it called? Riding that high from like the big rubber mat I made. Which, oh, by the way, if you guys are like, ooh, it's been a while since you've done a terrain day. Good news, this Sunday, I'm taking a break from the Gorka Morka lad, and I want to work on this house I got. This little Mordheim house thing, which I think would be good because I want to... Like, everybody at the shop liked when I brought my terrain stuff, but I was like, this is good, but it needs to be painted to, like, really shine. And I don't think it's going to be, like, a crazy amount of painting. It's just, like... I'm also painting maybe like one of these days is like I have like a full airbrush setup, but I wonder if I got like one of those like little ones with like a little portable compressor. I know those are kind of jank. I know those portable compressors are kind of jank, but at the same time, that might actually let me like airbrush on stream. Oh yeah, are you just trying to get like matte pics? Just like, yeah, post matte pics into Discord. And then the saucy matte channel. Down there, and then you have a gun bit that could use some highlights. Yes, you do. I gotta get all these like teeth and stuff too, but I think that could do that later for sure. Get some on the back. This is another thing that like I'm gonna paint the back of these. No one will ever see this. Absolutely no one will ever. I also gotta get these like leather straps too for some reason. No one will ever see that. No one's gonna see that fucking strap. I'll just use saddle brown on those straps. Yeah, just to get something on there, just so that like if you look at it, you'll be like, oh, there we go. I could mix it up with different shades though. Like I guess I could do different strap colors, but. Hey, there we go. You're drying for glue, but you still got a gun. Use this. Yeah, I think basically every single one of these needed that. Oh, this one's got a front strap too. Okay, interesting. So some of these straps will be showing. Oh god! Oh no! Oh no! No! Hold on, Chotto. Okay, I accidentally got on the wrong thing. Oh, that's devious. That's really fucking devious. Kind of sounds like fun though. That kind of sounds like fun. It's like, welcome to the gate. In this stage, the gaze of Zinch will be upon you, and it's just like behold every imperfection of your. Oh, actually, it'd probably be more of a Slanesh thing, just to be like, yeah, look upon your imperfections. You are not perfect like me, Slanesh. You should join up. We can make you perfect. You can strive for perfection. Just dial 1-800 Slanesh and you'll get there. I guess you don't really. I mean, it's funny. It's like I assume that those kind of like dial a number for like a commercial thing kind of faded out. Like no, those still exist. Like every time I do laundry, it just like there is a TV just running and it's television's not changed. Like certain, I mean, like some bits of television has changed, but like there's just like certain elements that are just like locked in time, and it's fascinating. It's fascinating that like there's still like this very similar kind of like car commercials and shit. Like banking ones or just like medicine commercials. I imagine those have to be aimed more at like boomers now, but I could also just be entirely wrong. I'm very disconnected from my age group, so maybe people are still plopping down in front of the television every now and then. So we got them straps. Oh, sorry, fuck you meant the rubber. I have a picture I can show you later. I was thinking of silicone mat. No, it does exist. I took a picture with my I'll say my Corsair guys. That's not right. I took a picture with my Trench Crusade lads with that. I totally do this. Does kind of help a little bit, like focus what I need to work on. I guess I could go like. Other option is to like enamel the arms separately. I guess I can stick the mini on this, apply enamel, and then like lift it up. Yeah, I guess I've never tried applying enamel without gluing it. I guess I could. I mean, if I use this guy, okay. Your gun is here. What is a detail that like I gotta work on the face a little bit. Yeah, I don't know either. Run off to paint your little plastic men. Bring your little plastic men and bring it like paint. Now, nerd, do it. Join us in the paint. I gotta get his like the color brown that I use for that outfit. Which I legitimately don't know, but I actually think a dry brush. Wrong brush for dry brush. I grabbed the wrong brush. If I take this itty bitty brush, I could probably do a dry brush with that, like the leather tan color. Yeah, there we go. It's like another guy with like a little pouch too that could just use a very similar treatment. Still leaves a little area that I need to touch up, but it's getting there. Oh, he's still printing, so you have an excuse. Okay, fair point. I was trying to correct that, and I just don't think that was a great idea, but I might still roll with it. I should paint the dudes. Oh yeah, I mean, like, if you got dudes to paint, you might as well. Like painting mini fun. Painting mini fun. And also feels good to paint mini. Yeah, I would say if you got any lads kicking around, I'd say go for it. Got this. Oh yeah, I could do a little bit of dry brushing on the skin cloak, which I just don't think I ever got any. A little bit too sharp, but actually not in like a bad way. Hey, there we go. Actually, oh, the back needs to be red. Which is a shame because like that little touch-up bit looked pretty nice. Hey, doing Nitrous? Welcome, welcome, welcome. How you doing? How you doing? I decided I'm going to attempt to finish my my Noise Marine lads. I'm nearly 2 hours in. Oh my god. That might not be happening tonight, but I'm getting farther. At the very least, if I don't finish them tonight, dear Lord, I will finish them next week. Oh. Pain, agony, even. Oh, he's got like a little pouch thing. Just off Wesker and some other people. Like a fun kind of piss off, or like making him legitimately upset. Hopefully, just some good nature goobering. Want some good natured goobering. How you doing, Gideon? How you doing? How you doing? I'm glad you believe, because I'm not quite there, but you know what? At the very least, by the end of today, they will be more painted than they were earlier. So I can still take that as a W. Get over there. How you doing? How you doing? How both you nerds doing? Guy over here. He's actually like glued enough on his base. I could probably be fine. Doing well? Hell yeah! Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah, I basically just need to go and just paint the red on like all the cloaks. I just never did that. Let's see, your cloak is not textured from the front either. Okay. Yes, apparently none of these guys that did like cloak texturing. It's kind of surprising. I also did that thing. There's a thing you can do with cloaks where you just like dab them with super glue. It takes a bit to get used to. That guy is probably could use it. Gee, that's basically there. Your cloak is basically there. Your cloak could use some. There we go. Yeah, it took me a while. It required enough super glue to get like the texture to show that like it was like. I could kind of smell it, which was like, oh, that's not good. This is not ideal. But it turned out pretty legit. I keep forgetting that I got this brush not just for itty bitty dry brushing, but also to do like stippling. I've not used it for such. I have absolutely not used it for such yet. A slightly lighter color, but there we go. If we're thinking about like someone like a model looking back from the sprue, it's definitely my Fulgrim. Oh, sweet, beautiful baby boy Fulgrim. He is sitting on there. I've not looked at his stuff in a while, but I gotta get that going, because like he is like going to be the big centerpiece. I don't think he's like particularly great at the moment, but like that's fine. Apparently, like I said, I keep track of like 40k tournament stuff even if I don't partake. And Emperor's Children had basically like one list. This is kind of the unfortunate side effect of it being like such a small codex, that they had like one list. You would run 3 winged Daemon Princes, 18 Noise Marines, and a bunch of Lucius and a bunch of min squads of you do 3 min squads of Infractors with a Lord Exultant. On everybody, a Tormentor squad, which was also minimum sized, but I don't think had any attachments. And then you had like a Lord Cacophonous, so that you could put him on one of the squads of Noise Marines. And like there was basically that was the main list. I think that's pretty much all anyone was running in like a competitive sense. I would really like to do the one where you mix it. I really like the idea of mixing Marines and Demons together, but I don't have any, like, Slaanesh Demons, like, not even printed. I mentioned a while ago that there's, like, an infinite source of just, like, Slaanesh Demon minis, because that's, like, there's a couple of vectors for getting, like Coomer stuff into 40k, and it's, like, Daemonettes, Sisters of Battle, and, Tau. And so you tend to see, if you're looking at like 3D print stuff, that some of them go a bit wild with that. So like I don't know, I want something more like body horror-y. That's a fun word. Rearrange legs. Yeah, there's a lot of fat bonks. There's a guy named Wild Mesh who was originally doing more. I think they were doing slightly more tame, like Daemonette stuff, but some of their newer releases are like extra fucking spicy. Some Tyranid, yes, true. But I feel like if you're gonna find like a 40k model with like of the lewd nature, it's probably gonna be Sisters of Battle 1. I don't know, probably maybe Daemonette, Sisters of Battle, and then Tau. Third party Tau, where people just go wild. Oh yeah, I want to do the little cable. That's metals I got Evil Chrome, which I think is Evil Chrome is what I'm using for the base stuff, which I think I might need to give some of those like another layer. There's also like, how many of these have like little cables down there? Tell. Yeah, there's a decent amount of loot guard. There's a person called like Penguin something or other that does like the one I'm thinking of mostly does like Catgirl Imperial Guard, which is very funny. Like very anime Catgirl Imperial Guard. I'm not surprised that there's like muscle mommy stuff. I like a lot of times like during like lulls in combat when I'm playing like tabletop games, like TRPGs. Like I'll be like, I wonder what's on my mini factory this week, and then I'll browse. I'm like, oh, there's a lot of stuff. Yeah, it's Elenids in lore are basically more like the more like Thundercats, arguably, but like the male Thundercats. And then, but you know, the interwebs. Oh, actually, I also touch up this guy's base too. There's like a little bit of skin going around there. Yeah, or Cats the movie. Yeah, true. Also true and fair. Muscle Mommy Ogren is certainly a combination of words. I have some Reptilian Overlord prints. They have like some. What was I using them for? Oh no, they had like a really good feudal Imperial Guard set, which I really liked, which I combined with some turnip stuff, which turned out really rad. Where it was effectively like typical guard stuff, but you had like las cannons and stuff, like not las cannons. You had like kind of like las guns. But like kind of like medieval backpacks and shit, and it looked rad. It looked rad as hell. And I've used that for a project. I think I painted some of them on stream, but only like once. With or without butthole? Have you investigated? Like butthole up ahead or whatever. Get in there. Yeah. I mean, worst case, if you need one, you got a drill. One space guy. Holy shit. Let's just put some brown on the bottom. Oh god. Hold on. I'm like moving. Let me try a thing real quick. I'm gonna do a thing real quick. Try finger butthole. Zoom out. Oh, okay. I got like way more hand area. Hold on. Oh, maybe not that much hand. There we go, something like that. Now if I zoom in, hey, there we go. Okay, this feels way like every now and then I gotta get like a bit more comfortable adjusting of like my painting setup. Okay, so that's like the only one that like. Ones that had like a really, oh no, this guy had like a really obvious fucking bottom of foot thing. There we go. Refunds from the stomachs of large carnivores. Hey, no, they're trying to make a call. It's not their fault. They have very important calls they need to make. Are you dare you deny them phone? Like, it's like another one of those things that like the like looking at now, the glare is kind of like I'm seeing these like more streaky bits of the blues. I just go dip in there. Up a bit. Will the enamel hit that up? I don't know. Layering with this blue is strange and new to me, so I need to figure out the best way to do it. It's also maybe looking like a little splotchy on there. Probably isn't the worst either. Look at that. And then look at this guy's blue leg. Yeah, it looks better from a distance, but if I look close, I'm seeing like little bits. Yeah, okay. I think what I need to do now is I need to go and hit up some of the trim. Recall. God, I'm debating between doing Bias Kane. Caiaphas Cain. I'm debating doing the Caiaphas Cain book next, or just going straight to like the Bile books, because I'm almost done with Elemental Council. I'm almost done from the Elemental Council. Like they have those teeny baby arms. You know, they're trying. You know, it's gonna take a while to evolve like full proper grippers. Man, I hate green stuff. I wish I was better with green stuff, but yeah, I've never really gotten like a good feel for it as well. So I feel you on that. I feel you on that. Yeah, Elemental Council. Motherfucker, the camera froze. Hold on. I was in the middle of like moving scenes and I was like, wait, what the fuck? Hey, there we go. Wait, you're using like, you got like structural green stuff? Holy shit. That's kind of impressive actually. It's been good. Like I was very neutral to Tau, but I like it. Tau feel both like pretty relatable but also really alien. It's just funny just like how much of just like the way the book will describe like a Tau interacting with an ethereal, and it's like, oh man, they are like shutting down on like a cognitive level because the ethereals are just like so cool. They're like just talking like the ethereals just like, oh, Gus, go over here and go do this mission for me, and they're like, it's like looking directly into the face of God, like secular God, but you know, same dealio. Something to do with the Hulk? It might be. It might be, you know. There you go. I'm using glittering loot, and I'm trying to be like reasonably gentle with it. Less so it doesn't matter about like the brightness. Just mostly need to like not have this drip over into other areas. This is gonna make it look way sharper gold than it was previously when it was like just dry brushed. I'm okay with that. But no, they've been good. Like it's been legitimately probably one of my favorite 40k books, Elemental Council. It's long. It's long as fuck. But like not in a bad way though. Like it doesn't feel like it's dragging on. I'm just on like hour like 15, probably not even, but I think I'm hour like 14 out of 17. I'm like, oh man, there's still a bunch of like intrigue stuff. I'm like, oh fuck, where are they going? Where are they going with this? I like it when a book keeps me on my toes. You know, I get used to the way certain like a lot of 40k books are really predictable. Like, dear God, fucking what's it called? No Fear was just like, oh no, we the Ultramarines are getting overrun by the word bearers. Oh, things are truly lost. Reinforcements have arrived from Captain Fuckface. Oh yes, we can turn the tide of battle. Oh, Gilliman! And like that's how like a lot of that book was, and I was like, oh my god. There's only so many times where a battle can turn around because of timely reinforcements before I feel like I'm getting cheated out of a good story. I'm like, you get like one or two of those. You can't keep doing this. I understand that I'm reading an Ultramarine book as a Word Bearers fan. I realize that at the end the Ultramarines are going to win even if Calth is lost. I get that. They're gonna have some fun victories. But like, man, that entire book is just different Ultramarine robots acting identical. They had a guy who was a brand new dreadnought, who was a really cool, interesting character, and he was wasted. He was barely in the fucking book. I was like, man, fuck, holy shit. But yeah, Elemental Council has been really good. Also, probably has my favorite Loyalist Space Marine so far. So they're fighting against the Raptors chapter in that book. This isn't like a huge spoiler. It's like basically like advertised everywhere. And there's one dude named Artemax who's sort of like the last surviving one, and is like one of the primary antagonists. And that dude is you know how there's like, depending on the book, Space Marines are either like disposable chaff or or they're like demigods, depending. This is definitely from they're like demigods. Like Artemax is the last one of his company alive. His armor is fucked up. Like his power pack doesn't work. I'm referring to him earlier in the book. I don't want to like explain too much. His power pack doesn't work all the way. Like his armor is being like fixed with like bolted on pieces of ceramite. He's really cool. He's really cool. He's talking about how his like armor's like groaning and straining, but he's still like moving ungodly fast. What a lad. Artemax fucks. Holy shit. He's really cool. Yeah, he's definitely more of the Goku side of Space Marine. Yeah, I mean, he does eventually kill so many traitors, but Telemachus is fucking wasted on that book, where he spends a lot of it just doing, like, he's an introspective, like, he's a neat character for, like, I am a guy who was recently made into a dreadnought. This is hell. I knew no fear, but suddenly I am, like, reacquainting myself with fear because I'm living a horrible body horror nightmare. And it was neat, and then, you know, and then form a crag, kind of just wank for, like, the rest of the book. The worst. This guy's, like, a little bit, I need to hit with the marker. Oh, yeah, it weighs a fuckload, yeah. Because, like, basically, like, in there, they're like, he fights some Tau, and he still bodies them, but they're like, if he had, like, fully functional power armor, he would absolutely kill us in, like, 10 seconds. And even without fully powered body armor, he's still like Shrek and Fire Warriors. Yeah, like, it was like, I understand, like, I'm not even like big on Ultramarine hates. That's why I was willing to give the book a shot. It really has like kind of everything I'm not big fans of in 40k fiction. Every Ultramarine is functionally identical to every Ultramarine. The one guy who's like, we need to no longer play by the rules. We need to mix it up. And his mixing up is like, what if we used weird weapons? What if we were like slightly more flexible? He's like the equivalent of like your friend who just eats nothing but like McDonald's every day. It's like, what if I mixed it up? What if I really flipped the script and had Burger King? It's like, what the fuck are you talking about? It's the same shit basically. You're not. This is not praiseworthy. You're just doing the exact same thing. I'm sure multiple can run like that. Yeah, like Titus is like a character. Most of the Ultramarines in No Fear were not. Gilliman was a character. Telemachus is a character. Fucking John Grammaticus showed up in like a weird perpetual vision, which is the worst. I hate. Probably the thing I like. I don't particularly like hate any faction or anything in the 40k books or 40k at all. Like, if one day all my models vanished, let's say every model of mine vanished, and they're like, Hal, you're a guard player now. Here's the guard. Paint the guard. I'd be like, okay. But I could probably make this work. Fuck perpetuals, though. Oh, my God. How you doing, Moira? How you doing? Yeah, it was, to be fair, it was not John Grammaticus. It was the other guy who was in No Fear, who was, like, another one who was all right. But, like, he still was he was referencing, like, D-Day in my 40k book. And I'm like, man, I know that 40k takes place in, like, an alternate, like, future Earth timeline. I get it. Nothing takes me out more than hearing about D-Day from a character in a 40k book. That just absolutely just fucks my shit up. It feels weird. In that book, he's not depressed at all because it's still, like, full crusade. He's a little bummed because he's like, things are going to get a lot worse. Ollie, yeah. Ollie is fine. If if Ollie was just a regular soldier, I would have liked Ollie a lot more. Oh god, yeah, there was a perpetual that killed MLK. I forgot about that shit. Which one killed MLK? Hold on, I forgot that was a thing. And I need to look that up because I need to remember. I need to hit this trim, and then I need to figure out which one was that. I gotta say, this glittering loot, super nice for trim. Holy shit, very good. I dislike them. They fuck with the like rules of the settings. For me, if you destroyed every perpetual but you made Vulcan, like keep him as a perpetual, but that's just his like Primarch power. 40k perpetual MLK. Damon Pyrantis, I think that's him. Yup. Damon Pyrantis has definitely done that. Oh, he even used the Eldar racist expression for humans, Monkai. God. This fucking guy. This fucking guy. Does he have official art? People are making like fan stuff of him, and oh my god. Oh god. I was just briefly looking through his thing. Damon was badly mauled by Conrad Kurz. Fuck yeah, let's go. Oh my god, everything about perpetuals suck. Yeah, I'm okay. Yeah, it's so like this just kind of reminds me of like some really dumb. Okay, you guys know generally in like whenever you're doing like a game like Vampire the Masquerade, like no, I know, I don't. Okay, what I'm saying is like for characters that are big and stupid and powerful like the Emperor, that's fine. I don't think there should just be like other perpetuals. I'm okay with the Emperor. I'm okay with Vulcan. If those were the only two, I think the setting would be better off for it. That's all we really need. That's all we really need. But like, so it just kind of reminds me of that thing where it's like if you're ever playing Vampire, like if you're ever doing a monster game like Vampire the Masquerade, and they're always like vampires who are responsible for everything in history. But they usually like leave some stuff alone. Like generally like some do. Some games do this and they wild out. But they're always like, yeah, no, Hitler was a human. Because he's there to show you that like maybe humans can be the real monsters, as opposed to the vampires, which are real monsters but also bastards. But like it's like you're supposed to leave shit like that alone. Like don't make your perpetuals don't have them kill MLK. Like don't do that. That's stupid. Please don't. Please don't. That's dumb. I don't know why you even bothered to include that in your setting. Yeah, oh god, fucking some Zmisk are so offensive that like what's it called? There are vampires from the original Vampire the Masquerade that are so offensive that no matter what your political spectrum is, you're going to be upset. It's kind of beautiful in that way, but like there's the Zmisk clan book has a very interesting Zmisk on it. That is a lot of things. So many things. Zmisk are fucked, to be fair. I like Zmisk as a clan because they're like weird alien parasite flesh horror vampires. But yeah, no, that was another one. I was like, what the fuck are you doing, White Wolf? It's cause 90s. It's cause 90s. Yeah, but yeah, having a perpetual kill LMK is like, but why? For what purpose? Why did you do this? Yeah, that one, Minnie, no, that one. Like I said, it's wild. It's just like it's so much stuff. You're like, what the fuck? Why? Why did you do that? I never got it. I've used the Zmisk in a campaign. That was fun. I basically had a bunch of the party go to a Zmisk house, and he was like slowly building up a Voltsov, like whatever the Zmisk like war ghoul is, like where you basically make like 8 million ghouls and you smush them together. I had the party fight like an incomplete one of those, and that was fun. It's fun when the party is like, oh, the house is alive. The house is alive. Oh, God, I forgot. Okay, I forgot about the context for that too. Yeah, I kind of forgot that the Perpetuals also work with the Eldar. Even though I just did I remembered the Mon-K bit. Oh, 40K. Oh, what a franchise you are. I think it's just like another thing that like the longer you write something, eventually people are just gonna be like, I'm just gonna put something like real weird in it. I'm gonna put some real weird shit in this. Oh, it's just the one crappy one. Ah, gotcha. I'm glad Kurz cut him up, but that also they're like, but then he opened up his flask and sent Kurz to the warp. I'm like, oh, fuck off, please. I'm not even big on Primarch wank, but like, you basically made an OC do not steal immortal guy to fight Kurz, and then he just fucking opens up his genie bottle of sadness. What's how you doing, Dorana? Well, thank you. God, there's so much. Like, I'm working on trim now. I'm working on trim, which was like mostly kind of there. It's going all right. I can never fully escape chaos trim, no matter how much I try. They said shrimp. Shrimp sounds great. Yeah, luckily Chaos Trim isn't too bad. Isn't too bad in like the oh god, that's a big old clump. Like compared to Death Guard, this is like relatively benign levels of trim. Like I'm not losing my mind painting this trim. Since they kept weird from the start. Oh no, yeah, Shakespeare Hemingway is such like once again, I greatly enjoy Shakespeare Hemingway because he's got this like weird cadence to his writing. That's like the cadence of the mentally ill, but like in a way, like the fact that like his verb structure is weird. Like the way that he'd be like Garfield said with humor. Like it's just like that's not how sentences work. Like it's basically like almost like borderline pulling a Yoda. A Chaos Tyranid, those kind of exist. I just going back to Iron Warriors. I need to read whatever has the Iron Warriors that have a ship that is made out of a Tyranid hive vessel that just shits out obliterators, like gigantic obliterators. I've heard of that. I just don't. I would love to like read what the proper source is for that. Oh yeah, there's like a corn. I mean, don't they still kind of do? I know that there's Cornate Orcs is like Storm Boys maybe. I don't know. There was something. I forget if there's still like dubiously canon or not. I know there's Orc Gene Stealers that are still I think still canon because they were in a White Dwarf article a couple years back for how to kit bash your own. I got him there. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? Welcome. Oh, it's just literally called Iron Warriors. Oh, that would do it. How you doing, Chieftain? How you doing? I'm working on some shit with the lads. I guess I might as well also use this to like gold up like a couple little bits. Sides. Hey, there we go. We're big trimming. All right, so that's one. That's two. Oh, I was trimming these in reverse order. I was like, what's happening here? How you doing, Fred? Welcome. Oh shit, you rated? Hell yeah! Let's go. How was your Elden Ring stream going? If you guys do not know me, I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf. Why did I not hear the alert? I'm Halbernaut the Mimic Elf, miniature baby VTuber of the Nurgle and Skaven variety. It's going pretty good. I'm beginning to just keep realizing that this is probably not going to get painted tonight all the way, but like, still turned out pretty legit. It was really good. Hell yeah, let's go, let's go, let's go. Good to hear, good to hear. They made by Hours. Oh yeah, the Daemon Kulaba. There, I have seen. Yeah, it's a trim. It's a trim. I have seen Daemon Kulaba minis, and there is part of me that's like, dare I? Dare I paint one? Dare I paint a Daemon Kulaba? Like they're not that graphic. Like I could paint it on stream and like not be afraid of like getting balked or anything. It's like dare you enter my Iron Warrior realm? Any world leaders? Oh god, yeah. These guys aren't that bad as far as chaos trim goes. I will say that. This is like relatively mild chaos trim, but it still exists. I need to do another drop of glitter. Glittering loot has also been doing a lot of heavy lifting right now. It's a very good paint. If I could re-find it, I would absolutely get another drop. Oh god, that sounds like hell. Hates the mentally ill. Oh, I feel like Cans of the Mentally Ill would be like a book from like 1847, and you'd read it and it'd be like, oh god. Like this is like, oh yes, if you see this individual stunted intellect, that's why we should apply the drill. And you're like, oh no, don't do that. Don't apply the drill. Don't apply the drill. You don't need to apply the drill. It's fine. Just the bottom bit on here as well. The player and worst is the worst part of the creative. Bring it up. I mean, like the thing is, like, if you don't play a 40k faction because of memes, you just won't. Like, there's always just going to be memes. Like if I stop doing word bearer stuff because like, oh, I hate Erebus, like I would, you know, it would stop. Like I don't think it gets brought up that often and just be like, whatever, it's fine. I would not worry. Iron Warriors are cool, and you know Perturabo would want you to say fuck to the haters anyway, and then he would shell them with artillery. There we go. Yeah, just do what you like. Dare you attack my impenetrable forces of perpetual pain? Oh yeah, I love that one. Or like hey, remember the time when Perturabo asked Bedded Dorn that he couldn't fill this hole filled with corpses, and he said, "Watch me," and then he'd proceed to nearly die. Iron Warriors are fun, lads. I like how, because like there's like 4 functioning Chaos Legions. Like you got Death Guard, you got Iron Warriors, you got Sons of Horus / Black Legion, and you have Word Bearers. It's just like those are the ones that are like relatively stable, and everyone else is just like floating bands of just idiots that are just like too busy attacking their self-interests. Yes, everyone says fuck the haters in their own special way. There we go, there we go. I'll let you do a Daemon Kulaba nowadays. Peter Turbo hates the Wolk? Question mark. I feel like that's a I feel like that's like a shitty clickbait thumbnail. Like that probably already exists. Probably exists. Somebody I remember a while ago was like look up there's like a Horse to Chud video thing. And it was less awful than I was expecting. That was reasonably Dreadnought is pretty legit. He seems like a fun guy. There's that in the fucking Trench Crusade one, which was they did. Give no shits. Faith brothers, we all bleed today. Back there in the back. Bottom. part of this, I kind of wonder how much I want to like bother to like. Like, do I want this gold to be slightly jank? I don't know. We'll find out. Yeah, sometimes you gotta lead it. It's fine. He would make clickbait. No, you know, he'd be what I mean. Like, he'd definitely. I feel like he'd be one of those guys that if you're like, hey, you should make a video per Robert. He would call you names for doing that, for just like making YouTube videos. But he would definitely be one of those like YouTube people are ruining the hobby sort of deals. I would absolutely believe that. I could absolutely see that. What the fuck is this trim? It's like you're not there, but also there in a big chunk. Oh, it's very nice. Oh yeah, no, I like that idea as well. Just like it's like a guy who is competent but just so caustic that people are like, I don't want to deal with him. Like, this is that thing where it's like because he's good at what he does, it just makes him worse to talk to because he's just that much more like snooty and annoying. So it just kind of feeds a perpetual cycle. But because he's good at what he does, that means you can't just entirely ignore him. Which also makes him resentful because like you partially ignore him because like you don't want to talk to an annoying asshole. Perturabo's fun. Perturabo's probably one of my favorite. Like I do really like, once again, just going back to the idea, I really like flawed 40k characters are my favorites. I like Lorgar a lot because like, you know, Lorgar definitely is has had a lot of issues. Still has a lot of issues. I don't think he's doing great. If you're doing wrong, Perturabo, probably yeah. Yeah, the worst person you know is right about something. So sometimes. Not all the time, but sometimes. Light. Let's go. This is less frustrating than I expect this to be. Still pretty frustrating, but it's not the worst. Yeah, nude custodian. Probably both. I still need to watch Texas Speech. I have it pulled up, just ready to go. I feel my brain is wired weird where sometimes I just wait for like I need the perfect day. I need like a perfect day, like a very specific atmosphere sometimes just to start shit. It's the weirdest thing. It's entirely arbitrary for no reason, but there are times I'm just like, not yet. Not today. Soon. A return from EDH. How did it go? Also, what deck did you play? I don't believe, like, if you mentioned it earlier, I accidentally missed it. But yeah, what did you play, yo? How you doing, Bobby? How you doing? Welcome. Yeah, no, every live action of a 3D is a mistake, and I will with his foot make that brown. Yeah, Space King, I was like, fine. Like, I was like, sensible chuckle, and then I was like, okay. It's like, and I haven't thought about it anymore. Which I think is about like the appropriate level that deserves, if I'm gonna be honest. Like, was it? Yeah, it was kind of amusing. Okay. Oh shit! Hold on. Your gun. There's trim on the bottom of the feet that I forgot. Ah, there we go. Not too far. Yeah, just like a funky little snort. All right, we back. Let's go. It's because it's a usual special where it's like doing a new thing is risky, and like big companies are so risk adverse because if you, how you doing, Sleepless Murmur? How you doing? Welcome. Getting on some noise marine. Like new projects are so like risky that like if they fail you lose millions, so they go for the safest shit. So they're like, okay, we know people have like good memories of How to Train Your Dragon. We can't monetize that with like a sequel really at this point. And also there's like a very certain breed of person that just hates animation no matter what, unfortunately. They'll handle 3D like live action fine, but the idea of just like an animated movie just they just don't like it. It's the weirdest shit. I'll never understand that mindset, but that's like not totally uncommon. Yeah, but the thing is, every now and then they do get rewarded, which is why it's not risky, unfortunately. Like fucking what was it called? Like the Lilo and Stitch movie apparently did really well, which is bad. Not good. Not good. The funny thing, I was like really surprised that you can actually make that sign, like the blood. I was like, they're bullshitting, and I sat down. It took a bit. It's like one of those things that I can't do it on command, but like if I sat down and like okay, gotta warm up the digits, I can make it work. I was like, oh shit, okay. There we go. The rescue. Oh yeah, the Gorka Morka guy. I'm taking a break from this week, but yeah, he's coming along very nice, considering that like the original was trying its best. Haha. Well. There we go. Yeah, it's definitely very uncomfortable. I can't do it for very long, but I can kind of do it. That's all you can really ask for. Yeah, here you Gorka Borkad, indeed. In a shitty sequel to the TV show, there's an episode that caused permanent blindness. What? How? How does that work? That sounds awful, but like how does a show make you blind like that? Not that. On the bottom. Needs to remake to get Morbius. Well, the problem is, it's like people are legitimately watching it, so like you can't Morbius it, because Morbius is like when they take a movie that sold poorly, and we're like, no, Sony, we were busy. We were busy that week, Sony. Come on, we really want to morb. But you can't do that too many times. The companies do eventually wise up. Takes them a bit. They do. Yeah, I haven't had anything like carpal tunnel worthy. I do remember when I was younger, I used to play video games to the point where my hands got like purple and fucked up. Eventually it stopped, but I remember my family at the time was like, what the fuck is this? Hallie, you gotta stop. I'm like, this is all I do. I'm a video game. I like video game. Ugh. It was like, prior to video games, my life was Legos, and like, you know, I went from one endless well of autism to another, and then now I'm doing mini painting. So, you know, the ride never ends, I guess. Yeah, the circle of life, and it moves us all, indeedly. Shooting pains. Oh god, that sounds fucking brutal. Oh yeah, didn't you have to do like a weird death grip to make? I remember playing Monster Hunter for the DS, and it was like, it was not the worst, but it's definitely very awkward. Like, I was very glad when those moved properly to like switches and stuff, because it's like, okay, I can feel my hands. Is that blue? Okay. Blue you today? Ah, it was like old glue. There we go. Around the AI slop. No, the thing is, like, I mean, like, falling to despair is what these bigger companies want, that you will eventually just say fuck it and just sign up for like a slop subscription. It's like, you know, that is kind of like, I think, like the ultimate goal of using that for like a big dumb commercial thing. I know there's the general like, but eventually you'll make your own like personal video game at the drop of a button. But what's really is, it's a way to sell you an infinite subscription where they make nothing. Where it's like, you don't gotta make like content anymore. You can just sell like slop generators to people, and then they'll make subscriptions ones, and they'll be like, oh, then eventually be like, well, this one doesn't do feet well, and I'm into feet, so I got to get this other one. So it just kind of will eventually just kind of like the goal is to recreate streaming, like the weird setup we got now, but where they don't actually got to make anything. But we still got like people making shit though. We still got like it's not totally doomed. You just gotta remember that at the end of the day, if you like something, you gotta support it. That's just the usual. Like myself to not play bad retro consoles for. Hey, no, I PSP is from why I never got a PSP because they were far too expensive when I was younger. I don't think they're bad consoles though. I just don't know if like playing Monster Hunter for a long time is just good for grippers. But yeah, handhelds for a while were like honestly like peak gaming because like once consoles became too expensive to do the kind of like jank that like PS2 era was, like big on, like that eventually did move over to handhelds, which was nice. You got some good handheld stuff during that era. To create the machine that crushes the machine. I'm just saying it's all machines all the way down, baby. But yeah, I will retain optimistic until the day I die because I will not go down kicking and screaming. I mean, I will go down kicking and screaming before I let apathy take over my brain. You're not me to like 100. Oh, that sounds awful. That does sound awful. I'm lucky that the guild gives me some steady employ. Okay, I thought that was another Tassin. I was about to be upset. No, it's just like a little like. Oh, just a little. Yeah. Yeah, I know some people are. I mean, the thing is, like, I've always been. What do you mean confession? What do you mean confession on that? What was I confessing to? Apparently, I don't recall saying anything like confession worthy. I guess. Getting too thick. I get like a lot of coverage for one drop of glittering loot, but it does begin to get tacky after a while, so. There we go. Sounds like a confession to me. Confession of what? What am I confessing to? Nande? I get those like little ropes. So I get those little ropes feet. Oh no, I was just doing that as like a hyperbolic joke. Like I'm neutral to feet, or like they're fine. I'm not like repulsed by them, but like they don't like they're there, I guess. Like I mean, if you do like feet accessories, we got like stockings and stuff. Like that's the good shit. But just like vanilla feet by themselves, it's like they're there, I guess. Okay. They walked in elk. Wait, so they're just trying to confirm it was you, and they just showed you a bunch of just like garbage AI images. I'm trying to process this. I'm confused, if anything. Baffled. Vanilla feet. Yeah, I mean, yeah, but there's vanilla feet, and you got feet with accessories. How you doing, pickle brains? How you doing? Exactly. You guys get it. Stockings are good. Long socks are good. Stirrups are good. You know, you got a wide variety of accessories. There's no reason to go vanilla for that. No reason at all. Especially some people take the vanilla and they make it weird. Got to get some more glittering loot because my palette's getting tacky. How you doing? How you doing, pickled brains? I'm working on my noise marines and it's going pretty good. I'm at that stage where I'm doing trim. See, Patrick gets it. Sip. It really is. I was overall a lot of my metal is the Vallejo metal colors. I have recently been pointed to what's it called? It's the Army Painter Rough Iron is basically Warp Block Bronze, which was like my last remaining G-Dubs color I used. And Evil Chrome is pretty nice. It's just like another color. Yeah, I mean, so the Noise Marines, they got like a little bit of trim. It's not that bad. Yeah, the Spirit Talks, I kind of would get some more to fuck around with at some point. I don't know what I would do. I'm kind of like satisfied with a lot of other colors. But yeah, no, I went online, people were like, you gotta get glittering loot. Glittering loot is like the shit. And I was like, you know, okay. I've had troubles with good gold. Like the Vallejo metal color gold is like nice, but it's like an old gold, which is good, but it's like old gold is such a very specific gold. Like, real quick. Also, something too, I've been really enjoying these like metal markers from AK. I was using them for like the studs and like the little pipe things or whatever. He's got like a bottom of his foot. I gotta hit up with some brown. So I think there's gonna be a little bit after stream where I'm gonna need to hit up some of these lads with like a little bit of like a dirt texture on some bits I missed. Yeah, silver's pretty legit. For sure. Molotov markers are basically pen. Oh, okay. So it's like a similar idea to what I'm using now. That does sound rad though. That does sound rad. So many fucking bits of trim. I did apparently the draw. I just must have not gone super hardcore on the dry brush that I was going to use for the. I'm paying the price. Not too bad though. Yeah. Conceptually it's weird, but like it's just become like a shorthand for a very specific gold color that like I understand it intuitively now. But I understand if I had to explain old gold, I'm like, well, it's like gold, but kind of like less shiny and more white, kinda. Like it's weird. But like if I talk to somebody who does like minis or just like any sort of like metallic paints, I'd be like, yeah, it's like an old gold. They're like, yeah, I get it. I understand. I know what you're saying, funny elf man. But like gold, ooh, okay. Yeah, I know there's like really good like gold recipes. Like I know there's the one that Vince Venturella uses. That's like you take gold and like pigment powder golds, and it's like it does look nice, but there's a certain point where I'm like, that's a lot of steps. But like I don't know if I want to just basically mix up a new batch. Like if it kept for a while. How you doing, Setai? We were talking about stockings. Like if I could mix it, like pre-mix it and just be done, I would be okay with it. Like I've done that with like my airbrush thinner, where it's like 3 different it's like a cocktail of like 3 different chemicals, and it works great, and that's fine. I'll absolutely do that. But if I had to like make a batch every time I wanted to paint gold, I would lose my shit. Hey, doing Lord of Bones, how you doing? Welcome. Yeah, I can see the idea of using it for like, this is like my special occasion gold when I want something to be like really gold. But at least for me, glittering loot is basically here. Yeah, dirty. I don't know what I would say dirty gold sounds like off the top. Like if I need to describe dirty gold, I don't even have a good mental image of that myself. I'm sure that's like, if I Googled it, I would find a color and be like, oh yeah, no, that tracks. That's a thing I understand. But otherwise, yeah, I got nothing. Painting a Borgia affected. Oh, let's go. Yeah, I guess tarnished gold kind of makes sense. True. Yeah, I might need to go back on some of these layers. I'm also debating the idea of just enamel washing them and then maybe like giving them another go after the enamel wash. I'll see. I'll probably do like a big. Oh, these are absolutely not getting done tonight. These are absolutely not getting done tonight. I will keep painting them though because I like them and I want them to be done. But no, like if I have to go back over these with another layer, this is absolutely going to be another stream, I think. See, I do that kind of with like. It's kind of hard to see on these guys. I guess they're like if you see the like the power packs, that gold is taking like a dark purple red and then dry brushing gold over it. I really like that. It mostly was hitting up some of these like little like trim bits, but not quite, which is why I've gone back and I'm like re-highlighting them again. I've been really big recently on just like doing like a like. Really big on just doing a flat color base and then dry brushing a metal onto it. Like lots of like blues and greens, and especially these reds have been really good for my Knights of Avarice for Trench Crusade. Like those look really banging. Which is also nice because like the Knights of Avarice go done super quick. Which is nice. Actually, a lot of those guys would probably look really good next to my Emperor's Children stuff, which is back. I'm also very glad that these brushes are not like I did a deep clean on my brushes recently, and after I'm done with all this metal powder stuff, I'm probably gonna need to metal pigment stuff. I'm probably got to touch that. Like I'm probably got to clean them off again. That'll be fine. And you are... Oh, gotta get the feet. Will be mostly done for you, kind of like barring touch-ups and fix-ups and stuff like that. And so the frogmouth. Ooh. Oh yeah. I mean, I do like me a good frogmouth helm, so that's pretty fucking rad. Let's go. Oh, that's thicker side. That's fine. Some of these might come out thicker than I want. I think it's just like this goes on pretty thin, but like I usually use oh yeah, this is this is sung by a VTuber actually too, which is fun. Hiragi Yu. I can shout them out real quick. They do kind of like a host stuff. Still active? I don't think I've seen much from Hiragi in a while. Oh, phew. I thought I accidentally just dunked my glove. Ooh. Oh, there we go. When was the last time they posted? Looks like they're... Oh, okay, it's been like a week or so. So the really annoying thing is like sometimes if like I could just lose track of somebody if Twitter one day is like, you know, I don't want to show you a person anymore. Like it's just kind of fucked up that that's just the thing that can happen. That's like, oh sorry, the algorithm just means that like I'll just lose track of you, because I'm just like a very forgetful person, and a lot of times keeping track of people is nice through Twitter and stuff. Sir Nicholas Demigod. Yeah, I printed out some of those too as well. The thing is, like, I already did my Knights of Avarice by the time he got done to his, so I'm like, well, I'll try to use some later. But I did print out the helmets because I actually think the helmets would be good for like probably for these guys actually, for like some Slaanesh stuff. I just scaled them up to be a bit more appropriately fitting. But the thing I want to try now too is I gotta let's see, I can show you guys some stuff that I printed out that I need to like. I need to train myself to do video content for like mini stuff, like pre-recorded stuff. So I want to like make a like get a very specific angle with this. What is this trim? I want to do a another Lord Exultant. So it's like I found this like a lot of things. A lot of, like Goodham Dark people do. They'll take a Stormcast body, use as it for a base. So it's like I got a backpack. I got this fun. So there's the Great Tide Studio has a whole like Blood Angels thing that I kickstarted a while ago. And it just has this fucking, like, Lance of Longinus from fucking Ava in there. So it's like I could just, like, give him this, like, an arm. Also, like, a lot of them, the parts look really, really good for Slaanesh. Like, there's, like, open exposed muscle on this, which is supposed to be, like, sculpted muscle. But if I just make it real muscle. Patch that motherfucker in there. Arm bit. So, yeah, let's go. Oh, hold on. I think it is an STL. I can get you a link for it real quick. Let's see. Let's go. You can. I don't know where you can find. Okay, here we go. So this is the entire Crimson Lords collection. There's like a post Kickstarter bundle, but I think you can also just buy like I think somewhere in there they have a lance set, but you can see what I mean. Where they're like, some of these look very Blood Angels. Some of these you could argue is like a very decadent chaos is in there. But yeah, I got that for like $30 when it was new, so I got like bits for days. I got so many bits. I do like their stuff though. I do really like their stuff. Oh yeah, no problem, yo. I do a lot of 3D printing. Like my guys' helmets are 3D printed, and the pauldrons on their guns are 3D printed because I'm doing like more word bearsy Emperor's Children stuff. Yeah, like shouting out 3D prints that I use. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I mostly play like Trench Crusade and Turnip these days, so like it's not like I really give a shit about G-dubs. Like I'm not gonna let G-dubs dictate what armies I do. I have a Chaos Knight army that's made of like Kit Bash kits, and then I got some Death Guard that are pretty vanilla. But for these guys, fuck it. I'm just gonna go ham. We'll go nuts. Let's get kind of thick. Let me do another layer, another drop of this. You know, generally you don't want to put these like speed paints on a palette, which means they're just drying a lot quicker than I would normally like. Yeah. Well, if you want Games Workshop that doesn't charge too much, you can check out my wonderful sponsor, Collectible Squids. Sorry. Squids doesn't make me do that. I've grown to enjoy shilling him as like a comedy bit for myself. But yeah, no, I agree. Like I was thinking when I was gonna do this, I was going to take a lot of what's it called? I was gonna take a lot of like 3D printed bits for like a lot of the chaff to like really extend them. And I actually really don't. Like a lot of Emperor's Children lists are basically running like maybe like 20 infantry guys, not counting like like not counting the noise marines. So just like the tormentors and the infractors. It's like, oh, I don't really gotta even go that hard. I did pick up like my shop had a bunch of used Chaos Space Marines, which you know they're Slanesh enough. But I did find some really cool shoulder pads that are like Chaos Space Marine, but they got like little flesh with like little nails in there. So yeah, I'm gonna be fixing. Oh, also check this out too. I think for people who are doing Trench Crusade stuff, I finally found a dog. Oh yeah, no, I love your fat fucks. I love those big worm guys. Check this out. I found this really cool dog. I'm gonna use this for my Hellhound for Trench Crusade. This is from Bestiarum. If you want the shoulder pads, hold on. I could give you the link to that as well. That one's on that one's on Colts. Give me a sec. I was looking for a while. I was like, I haven't found a dog that speaks to me yet, but this one does. Yeah, this is from Red Warden Miniatures. I quite like their stuff for like I like their stuff quite a bit. There we go. There we go. So if you guys want some if you guys want some what's it called? Those like leather shoulder pads, that's where you would get those at. Yay, let's go. So I'm hoping I was able to pry off some of those pretty easily from those used lads. Some of the other shoulder pads are not staying on very tight. I'm hoping if I strip the paint that like maybe those will come off. Oh god. Fine, I can do it. It's delicious bacon shoulder pads. I don't know where the Baconator bit came from, but I'm leaning in. Ah, oh, ah! I just had a gnat fly directly to my eye. Oh boy. Ugh. That was fucked up. Don't recommend that. Do not recommend that at all. Not fun out of 10. That's Papa Nurgle was upset that I'm working on Slanesh models today. So you know what? This is probably my retribution for that. I'm being punished. Oh, that doesn't turn up. It's called. It doesn't end in stuff. It just ends in black. Or like what should? darker side. There we go. Yeah, I wonder if it is a bug thing if like they're going so fast they can't stop. Like if they're just like, oh god, I'm gonna hit, or like, you know, or if they're like, ooh, what's that? Slam, just like the worst. Your printer switches does. Oh, that's unfortunate. But otherwise, hopefully you're doing good. Sound like an ad read. I mean, there's also 50% off. Yes, I mean. Mostly just because G-Dubs upcharges on their own shit a lot. So like, you know, if you go to like an individual, like generally mom and pop shops will be cheaper. Like shipping is sometimes where usually like the difference kind of comes out, but like if you can avoid like any like shipping stuff, you'll be fine. Oh, it wants my delicious eye moisture. You can't drink my tears. You can't drink my tears, little fly. I need those. I don't know what I need them for, but I need them. I never cry. I need to save them for a special occasion. When I stripped the paint from the Gorkamorka mini that I unleashed the evil spirit bound within. Yeah, that tracks. That's probably true. Hobby store right next to it and buy miles from there. Oh yeah, no, that's fair. Yeah. Oh yeah. Warhammer, like, I'm thankful that my Warhammer store existed because it was kind of the impetus that got me back into the hobby. But actually, like, playing at the store is not worth it. Like the models are too expensive, and like my local mom and pop shop is great, and then Squids is great. I have no need to do so. Yeah, all of a sudden, as soon as I started defrosting it, I heard the fucking like, after 10,000 years, I'm free. Alpha, we need 5 teenagers with attitude. My Power Ranger. It's been a while since I saw the original like Power Rangers opening, so I'm very rusty. I was definitely a Power Rangers kid back in the day for sure, but only really Gen 1. Like once they moved to a different cast, that's where I got off. I was just like, I'm good. I don't think it was like a conscious decision. It just didn't happen. Hey, an attempt was made. An attempt was made. Thank you for your high score. I don't deserve it, but thank you. How you doing? How you doing, nerd? I'm working on trim. Cause I hate having fun. Cause I enjoy pain, which is appropriate for Slanesh. There's as many use as possible. Yeah, I was it's funny because my favorite was the Green Ranger. Almost like actually that's actually something that like I've never really sat down and wondered. Was my favorite color green because I was predisposed for green to be my favorite color, because of like my elven nature, or did green become my favorite color because of the Green Ranger because he was my favorite ranger because I thought he was chicken or egg? Questions. Yeah, I assume some of the other ones aren't bad, but yeah, no, I have not seen any of them. Outside of your OG series, my Power Ranger knowledge is nothing. It's awkward. I mean, to be fair, a lot of times they don't get trained. They're just like, depending on your shop, sometimes a G-Dub store is just like a mall outlet job. And just for a lot of people, they're like, yeah, it's just going to the nerdy store. Just like, I know, I'm just working at the nerdy store in the mall because it's not McDonald's. And I'm gonna be real. If I knew nothing about Warhammer and I had to choose between Warhammer and McDonald's, yeah, I would work at the Warhammer store. Sure, you get less burgers, I guess, but like, you get to sit in a nice air-conditioned room and people will come to you and be like, where's the Space Wolves? And you go, okay, they're over there. You go, thank you. And then that's it. Now, if you need more advanced knowledge, you probably have to pick that up, or just like I think I mentioned before that like there was the guy who replaced the lady who was like the primary person at my shop. He didn't know what green stuff was because I didn't realize that G-Dub stopped carrying green stuff, and I was like, "Where's green stuff at?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, you mean just like liquid green stuff?" I'm like, "No, it's like a thing in a roll." You mix it and it makes putty, and he's like, yeah, no, I've never heard of that. I'm like, oh, I don't know how I feel about this. This is odd. But yeah, for that guy, like, yeah, that was a mall job. He doesn't give a fuck. I don't blame him for not giving a fuck. Sorry, that wasn't even a mall job. I'm sorry, I should correct it. That was a strip mall job. He was in a strip mall where that shop was at. Oh, I imagine in the UK it's better. The US, we don't really got the good shit. Also, don't just have yourself a good lurk, yo. Yeah, the thing is, I've seen UK Games Workshop stores from the outside for like people talking about them online. They do seem nice. I get that. I can totally understand that. Like going to go to one of those, but all right. So for all my wonderful viewers across the pond, let me describe to you a Games Workshop store. It is, this is just the one I've been to, mind you. The others could be better. It is a one room that maybe can fit 3 or 4 tables. It is black wire racks on all the walls. There is, in this order, new minis, 40K, miscellaneous bullshit, Age of Sigmar, and then like maybe like a Necromunda section. They do not have any Lord of Rings. Mine had Aeronautica stuff that just never sold, ever, like not even once. So I don't know. No one likes Aeronautica apparently. I've never played it. Yeah, that's it. That's just how that store goes. So like, I know the UK has the real cool banging ones. We don't got that. How you doing, Turtle Guessos? Turtle Sages, goddamn. How you doing, Turtle? Yeah, I mean, the thing is, to be fair, the lady who was there prior to the guy who worked there last time, she had to leave because she got pregnant. Fine, totally good. I'm glad Warhammer players are getting fucked. Yippee. What's it called? She was pretty knowledgeable. Like she would paint. She had a Slanesh army. She would paint it at the shop, and she could point you in the right direction. I did get some kind of jank advice from her where I was like, I was like, me, a naive fool. Is it possible to run Elite Skaven back in 2nd edition Age of Sigmar? And she's like, yeah, just run Scryer. And like, on paper, I understand. And if you don't know Skaven, that makes sense. You're like, oh yeah, Scryer's like the elite one. Yeah. That didn't work like that. You still needed like a bunch of clan rats and shit. It was not, because I have the conflicting beliefs of I like Skaven and I hate painting horde armies. I am an individual that lives in this world. Just cast her own minis. You're making the ultimate Slanesh mini. It will take 9 months. Yeah, but eventually it was fine. Yeah, but also that could also have been true. She could have been told that like that's the line. You can't say no. I'm being very generous. I'm willing to give her the benefit of the doubt because otherwise she was very, very knowledgeable. So it's not like every G-Dubs branded store in the US is like filled with clueless morons, but it does happen like a decent amount. This is during the Finecast Giselles, but like Giselles weren't particularly good. I just walked out with a Skaven battle tome and a unit of Storm Fiends. Including this guy who has been like stripped and repainted like 3 times. That was one of those models. That was one of the models that got me back in the mini painting in 2019 after I took my long hiatus after I quit playing War Machine. Oh, yeah, there we go. But yeah, this is also this was Metal Acolytes, but that wasn't even a thing that she could have sold me at the time. Doing the like Warplock bronze on the chain. I'll probably have to touch up some of the areas around that. I'll like mix it up and just go to like that little port. Like, boop. There we go. I do like Stormfiends, to be fair. Make arms deals? Huh. I mean, you can kind of do that in the new one, but I guess you can't really choose. It just kind of happens. It just kind of happens. But yeah, no, I like my current shop a lot. The one that's like a mom and pop mixed game store. I get to play all my Trench Crusade and Turnip stuff there. They got a bitch and use section. Their new section isn't bad. Their prices are generally pretty solid. They're not like amazing, but they're I don't feel ripped off except for the Final Fantasy stuff, which you know. A lot of game stores are like, Final Fantasy stuff, raise the prices. So I'm gonna just wait till those die down a bit. It's a really good shop. I'm very blessed. I'm very blessed at my current shop. And if there's anything the shop doesn't have, I just order it from Squids with the Squid Bucks that you guys basically whenever you guys order shit from Squids, I get Squid Bucks and I exchange Squid Bucks for minis and the circle of life continues. Great. I had a feeling that like once I got to this area, there's probably gonna be some. Getting the various like. By every single mate. Oh, that does sound nice. That does sound nice. For the most part, like it's not too bad. I'm still waiting for the day that the Night Lord's kill team. Camera froze. Ah. Yeah, I did build all of those rats as the different configurations, which you're not supposed to do because some of them are not great. Oh. Oh, OBS is lagging. That's not good. Do I got like a task manager thing I need to check on? Memory's not bad. Uh-oh. I'm gonna keep wiggling to the stream is done. Can we check the prices and tariffs? Oh god. Oh yeah. No. I would not be too surprised by that. Hold on. Oh. Happening. Gotta wait. Gotta wait. I hope this works. Hold on. It's happened before like a couple of months ago, and I don't know what leads to this, or sometimes OBS will just like lock up. I wonder. I feel like they need I get that they probably won't do a specialist game for a specialist game, but the onboarding for Horus Heresy is so brutal. Like, I know Zone Mortalis is a thing. Okay, that works. Okay, this is okay. Hold on. Maybe what? Yeah, you can see my snake. That's not what I meant to do. I might need to restart OBS. Something is fucking up, and I can't. I don't think I'll need to do a full PC reset. Hold on. Let me get to the part where I can stop stream. All right. What's gonna happen, everybody, is I'm just gonna manually yank OBS. I'll probably be down for like a second, so. Wait for me, nerds. Wait for me, nerds. I will be back, and ideally something ideally really soon. So hold on, chotomate. Are you back? Hello. I think we've returned, everybody. We good? Yay. We Gucci. Let's go. Yeah, I had to restart my whole PC apparently, but luckily my PC's not too bad. It goes pretty quick. Everybody feel free to get your free points and whatnot. Get your extra first and stuff. Sorry about that. Let's get back to the painting. Thank you everybody who stuck around. Technical difficulties do be like that sometimes. Well, camera's back. Let's go. Luckily it wasn't too bad to get everything back to as we were going and Oh yeah. I was doing metal on the getting like Steam's trying to let me know a new Assassin's Creed is real. I'm like, I don't need that. Just I have not played an Assassin's Creed game, and I don't really believe I ever will. Can't think of a good reason why I would want to. I know, like, the pirate one is apparently pretty fun, like the Black Flag or whatever, but it's like, I got other games. Speaking of which, this is going to be a, it's Paint Round 2. So, I will not be playing Silent Hill 3 this week. I still think I need to go and actually, like, unfuck my save. For context, for people that don't know, I missed the shotgun in Silent Hill 3. Late game is really brutal without it, and I don't know if I can really progress much farther without it. However, I will be, oh god, why is it pop-ups for things? It's, I will be playing Void War. Starting stream a bit. You nerds. I see what you're doing. But yeah, so I'm gonna be playing Void War, which is the effectively kind of like a almost 40k-ish like version of FTL. Which sounds like it's pretty neat. Yeah, I mean, I could have just been like, this is all fucked up. No more stream tonight. But I was like, you know, I still want to work on the lads. I want to work on the lads. You chuckle fucking little trickster goblin people. You fucking goobers. You fucking goobers. Nerds. I think I also need to go back and get all the the cabling as well too, because I was going to do that in that like evil Chrome. Looks like there's some stuff that just did not get that. But yes, welcome back, everybody, and everybody who stayed around post technical difficulties. I really appreciate you. Thank you. Stuck around out of spite. I mean, that's a good way to do it. Yeah, I mean, I'm also painting. No, I mean, I genuinely like painting. Like, I think if I didn't stream, I would still be painting. Yeah, I mean, yeah, obviously, but like, you know, I stream painting because I like painting, so yeah, it's I'm gonna keep doing it. My first time here. I'm going to inflict Noel King on you. There we go. Apparently her singing has gotten better though, so she's been improving, which is honestly very nice to see. Good shit, Noel. I'm gonna try to get like here. There, and then like there's like a little smidgen. Then definitely have to like re-go over this because this could use a secondary coat. It is nice, but it's definitely on the like the thicker. Oh god, what's happening? It's doing that thing where it's like the things I'm loaded that like I don't need, like the things I immediately need to load to get the stream back has been loaded up, and then every other like random PC program where it's like, oh yeah, we're gonna fire up now too. Oh, okay, bud. Probably got some behind the knees a little bit. I got that ass mesh as one does. Yeah, we all like a good ass mesh here. Yeah, actually like the ass and usually I do this in kind of like a dark gray, but there was a while where I was like, I'm probably gonna use dark gray for like other things, and it just didn't turn out. This is the first time I think I've ever used like a metallic for like that kind of like Space Marine mesh. Yeah, apparently I know there's a VTuber named Mikan, and she says something to the degree of like, what's it called? Like she does everything on Linux, and she's got like a whole setup, and that's probably like a good idea to maybe one day to do that. I would love to maybe do the thing where I got like a dedicated streaming PC, and then I got like a multi-purpose other thing. So like my stream box would be like just Linux and OBS, and then like everything would be pumped into it via like, you know, cable bullshit. I think something like that would be really nice. Oh, almost activated. Little bits over here that need a little bit of red as well. There we go. Is cabling done? And let's just continue the cabling. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Linux in my future, maybe not. Hey, how you Abyssinian? What's the mini for? for fun. I don't. So there was a while like on my previous PC. So for context, I had a PC explode a while ago. Not actually explode, but not do good. Put the wrong color on my palette. Excellent. And like prior to that, I had like a 500 gigabyte Linux partition, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna use this for so much shit. I'm gonna really Linux it up, and I just never did. Like, I understand the benefits of Linux, but like for me, this like the inherent like laziness. I was just like, I'm fine. Like I just kind of just stuck to what I was already doing, and it worked good enough. It's definitely like a very lazy apathy, and I think I keep seeing stuff. It's like, oh yeah, like games like video games running on Linux perform better. You get like Windows bloat, Windows spyware stuff. I do understand that conceptually. And like I eventually would like to free myself of all that, but also lazy. Or I don't even think I'd argue it's lazy. I think I just got like a bunch of other things on my docket, so that like switching operating systems feels kind of lower on there compared to other bullshit I want to do. Like eventually, maybe eventually that might be something that like I do find that like it would be like a huge stream benefit to do so. Oh, there we go. Is it because I'm talking about Linux that you gave me the fucking nerd glasses? Yeah. There was a... Yeah, apparently like that was always the kind of thing that's like, yeah, you need like Linux for day-to-day stuff, and then like you would have like then you'd use Windows for video games. I don't even know if that's true anymore. I think you could probably do most games on Linux now fine. Like looking at that gooch go, man. There we go. Yeah, industry mouse to get right through the links though. I think it's like one of those things that, from what I understand, where it's like anything will eventually work, but it's like how much effort do you want to put into making that real? Like do you want to do tweak? Like I think like a lot of like emulator stuff works pretty good out of the box, and then like maybe some individual games you got to tweak some stuff. Yeah, I was going through like a DOS thing where I was doing like what's it called? Like Eastern Mind and like the Kyoto like Cosmology of Kyoto, and I feel like there was like Gadget. Fucking Gadget was fucking wild. I need to go back on the DOS docket. DOS games had some fun shit in them. I have too many games I want to play. I have the unique condition as a VTuber where, because I focus a lot more on like mini painting, that I don't have nearly as much time as like every other VTuber's like, oh god, what video game do I play now? I've played every game that I would ever possibly want to stream. Oh thank god there's a Next Fest. I need more games. And meanwhile, it's just like I play video games, which was a recent upgrade to 2 video game streams a week. And I still don't know how that feels necessarily. There are times I'm like, what if I go back to like 1 video game a week and just do more mini painting? Or like maybe do like some other tabletop bullshit? I don't know. I will never feel right. Like I don't think I'll ever find a solution that feels just like 100% right to me. Like I always like grass is always greener for my streaming plans. Yeah, I was mostly doing point and clicks, so they didn't have like the worst controls. I don't mind tank controls too much. Like, I mean, then again, Silent Hill has good tank controls. I guess I've not experienced like the true shit and horror that are bad tank controls, so I'm probably a little biased. Back from the iron within, iron without. Hell yeah, brother. Gotta lift heavy to play heavy. Oh yeah, hell yeah, let's go. You missed, I had the restart because apparently OBS just started like crazy lagging for no reason, and I still can't quite figure out what was up with that. Also, I like this paint, it spreads really shittily. This is like, the Fnatic paints are good, but like, man, the like, every speed metallic is just like, chef's kiss. The tricky thing is like my Sundays are be shorter. Like I don't know. I part of like a tabletop group on Sunday, but there are some days I'm like, I'm already spreading myself out thin for like playing games with people. Like, would it be that big of a deal if I was just to like drop out of that one and then maybe like free up a little bit more stream time? It wouldn't be like ditching a group for streaming. It'd be more like I would get more hours of the day just to decompress by not being in that, and thus I could use a little bit of that time to stream. Like, consistently just do 4-hour streams starting at 8 Eastern. Loud. I have been enjoying it. I have enjoyed it though. I like I said, I think I just need to go back and reset off stream. I don't want to redo the entire game on stream because that's fucking mental. But I think I do just need to like pull up a guide and just like replay through the early chapters, make sure I don't miss the shotgun, and then go and then return to where I was and be like, okay, now I'm going to end it. Now it's time. I think something like that would be like pretty legit. The copy works so far. Thank you. Yeah, something like that's not too bad. Also, I'm glad you guys are enjoying the way the lads are turning out. It's weird because I feel bad because like sometimes like when I take pictures of my minis after stream, like this is definitely one of those streams where it's like, I feel like if like without like really looking at the details, they don't look that different. But no, like definitely like there's a lot more layering, some more highlights, the metal is there. They're definitely much farther than they were. I will absolutely not be finishing them on stream. Dear God, no, not tonight. Not tonight. But overall, I'm very happy with them. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you guys also enjoy them. I'm glad you also enjoy them. They're still been pretty fun to paint. They are still pretty fun to paint, even with chaos. Especially because like once I go through the like infractors, those are going to be like pretty straightforward. Those will be way more relaxing versions of these guys, where it's like, you know, mostly smooth surfaces. Maybe you get like a couple. Maybe you get like a couple of like bits of chaos trim, but the infractors are like really, really light on that. It's neat. Don't get you. Mushing these little highlighty. This little bit keeps fucking with me because I'm like, what is this? He's got a garter belt. He's got a fucking like garter belt armor port thing. Like it's not. It can't. There's no way that's actually holding up anything. But it's like, yeah, no, that is like a garter belt connection, which is very Slanesh to be fair. But it's like, huh. Like every time I'm painting it, I just like get back to that area. I'm like, what the fuck? Space, Space Marines in general. These guys be extra freaky. So, I got one more of those little bits. How you doing, Jubilee? Welcome. How you doing? Huh? No one's. I'm actually genuinely shocked that nobody's done a Kefka Harlequin. I actually wonder if maybe that might happen now. I'm curious. So like. The Final Fantasy set has definitely been like a big like boost for Magic. I do wonder what the reverse is going to be like. I wonder how many people are going to be like, you know, I never did play Final Fantasy VI. That's me, guy who has never gotten around to playing Final Fantasy VI, but would like to someday. And it's like, like there's got to be, or like there's got to be a decent amount of people that are like, oh yeah, what? I got this character in the pack. What does he do? So I wonder if somebody is just going to like discover Kefka and be like, that guy would be a really good Harlequin base. That does remind. I saw these like really banging Harlequins online the other day, and I was showing them to a friend of mine, just like how crazy they were. Like, let me get the little this little bit, and I'll show you the picture of these. So basically a guy decided to do like really, really like intense after images for his Harlequins. Wait, fuck. Oh, there's one more too. Hold on. Never mind. Oh, wait. Oh, I put them in like a weird order. Okay. There we go. It's like, what's happening here? Alright, so let me grab that real quick. Well, the thing is, I feel like most people have heard of Final Fantasy XIV. Usually, it's people from Final Fantasy XIV who are like, oh yeah, there's other Final Fantasies, which is funny because for years it was like, Final Fantasy VII was the big one, and I think 14 probably now holds like the public together. I might need to re-grab that. Hold on. Wait, let me grab this photo. If I can find this. I know. Sometimes instead of actually posting an image, like saving an image to my computer, I will just like I will just download it to. I'll just like copy and paste it to Discord, and that makes finding things kind of a bitch sometimes. Perfect. There we go. But yeah, like. Transform. Hit the screen. Like, look at these fucking insane Harlequins. Like, these are, like, A, these are really skilled paint jobs, but B, like, holy shit. Like, not only is, like, the skill behind these, it's also, like, how do you make a Harlequin more expensive? Buy 3 to 4 more Harlequins per Harlequin. Yeah, it's, they're really good. They're really, really good. Yeah, I know, right? I kind of want to do something simple, like not quite at that level, but I kind of would like to do like a model with like a bunch of like after images. I don't know which one I would do though, because like I said, you basically have to buy 4 versions of the same model. Like cross-dressing in Final Fantasy 14? Probably. I don't know. I know people spend a lot of time with like the visual stuff. But I've played 14 a okay amount, like not crazy. I didn't get past Stormblood, but I remember like I don't know. For me, just like going deep into the fashion stuff of that was always like, yeah, that's it. I don't need that. Grab a little bit of metal on that guy's forehead. Yeah, I could get like an Imperial Assassin or something like that for sure. Oh yeah, actually, if he's casting, that would make a lot of sense. Use that like Oyumaru stuff or whatever. Yeah, I mean, yeah, definitely I could do that with Yeah, I guess you could cheat that with like 3D printing. You need to be a solid model though. Yeah, I used to use like back when I was in the college days when it was like I have no money. I was like, can I use Oyumaru clay to make copies of Assassins are one kit. Alright, my tongue was sticking out when I was thinking. I'm not gonna say yes to this idea 100%. But I am gonna screenshot your post because that does sound really cool. There's probably some way to make that work. Alright, what am I doing? And a Z-switch cover. Hey, let's go. Nice. Alright, let me take a look. So, got this guy on a base with this. What do I wish to do? What immediately jumps at me is like, this needs highlights. I think I want to use a so I got this red, this bloody red. Bloody red I think is too bright, but I think if I do a 50-50 bloody red and like the next shade down, I think I can get something that looks pretty, like just adds a little bit more oomph. Shall rebuild. Let's go. I know currently what I've been printing in my big printer is Harlequin fill up. Hey, let's go. There's what's it called? There is a apparently mini, like I saw it on the fucking the miscast like video. Apparently they might like they're doing like Mini Wargaming is doing a Kickstarter or a series of magnetizable 3D printable terrain. And as somebody who has been carrying a lot of terrain to the shop and a gigantic fucking bucket, I'm like, ooh, that might be nice. It's like $100 for the full STL tier, so I'm a little iffy on it. But I might give that a go. That looks like the terrain is like the kind of like rusted industrial stuff that would still work for Trench Crusade. I might give that a go. Oh yeah, no, yeah, oh yeah. I'm glad you like resin. Resin printing, like FDM printing's really cool, but like for terrain, like once you get a resin for minis, it is a game changer for sure. Like this is like one of those I got to get like really specific concentrations of water on this. Like I gotta get like a little drippy, but then also like wick off a lot extra. I say as I just drip a bunch of water onto it. Transportable stuff. Oh yeah. Send me a link. Send me a link. Or just post it in like the Trench Crusade thing on Discord. That way's for if other people need it as well. That would be cool. Something like that to add like a little bit. I want these guys to be, I think, like a bit brighter. I made the reds really dark in hindsight, so maybe I should kind of like spruce them up just to make them like brights-ish. Because, you know, because I keep forgetting too that like I know enamels dull the colors down. I know that's like a pretty consistent thing. But every time I'm almost like caught off guard that like, hey, my mini's really dark. Let me see what this is. Oh, okay. That does seem nice. I wonder if they have STLs for those, because I don't need to buy like for me it's hard to pick up terrain now because I'm just like, oh yeah, I could just make my own. Well, a lot of people don't have that option, so that would be good for them for sure. A little bit of highlighty bit. A stack inside. Oh, okay. That's okay. That is really nice. Oh, that is really nice. Let's see, I gotta see if there's like an STL. Like I said, if there's like an STL thing. Stuff in there. Oh yeah, let's go. Yeah, the Discord. Also, we do movie nights in the Discord as well. So like, if like you can just like post and hang out in there. Like no one needs to like post minis if you don't like have them or want them or anything. But yeah, we do. I do fantasy movie nights on Wednesdays. I still need to be. I have not 100% confirmed it yet. It's still looking like this week I might do Advent Children. I might do Advent Children this week because I think it'd be funny. But like, don't quote me on that one just yet. Can you continually make this thin? Some of the highlighty bits in a way that makes it a little splotchy on purpose because this is going to be kind of like ragged armor. I also need to like I don't typically do like chipping on my Space Marine armor, but that's something I probably should eventually look into adding a little bit more to my repertoire. Like I could definitely see some like nice benefits to like adding like extra chipping steps to some of my shit. Looks like this is building up nice. So it's just like the more I decide to take this like bright mix and just kind of like put it in there, it'll just keep building up a richer and richer red. Which is... Look at him! Look at that nice rich red that's building up. Let's do that with the other guys too. I feel like working on some red. To shop that charges for print stuff to see. Woo, let's go. How much? See, hopefully that like wasn't too. I find that like a lot of print shops aren't too bad. They're generally not too bad on pricing stuff. Yeah, let's go. But yeah, yeah, like that is a really good idea because like so as somebody who's been trying to like spruce up a lot of the terrain stuff for my shop. See, that's another thing, like the terrain thing I was looking at, its big thing is it folds up into like a medium-sized box for movement. If I could get like that and find like a printable version of that terrain you just linked, ooh, that would be fucking perfect. How you doing, Dueling? Welcome. How you doing? I have recovered from a PC kerfluffle. Like saying kerfluffle. And I'm currently working on some noise marine. getting some brighter reds on these bad boys. There we go. Yeah, some of the paints on the gun are really thin, which is why I'm definitely like, I definitely need to eventually probably varnish a lot of these before I get to the enamel step, because whenever I start doing the removal, I feel like I'm going to accidentally rip up a bunch. You, buddy, your head is perfect for this. There we go. There we go. This is what I haven't. It's been a while since I heard this verse. Like, so Shiryu's been disbanded for what, like 2 years now at this point. They were a very, very small indie VTuber group, and I still know like a lot of the members in it. They're still very, very nice people. It's just that like the guy who was running it got sick and just couldn't maintain it, and at that point, like without him, that kind of fell apart. It's just kind of wild, just because like I do feel like every week there's like another big VTuber corp thing shutting down. Like not in a way that's like that surprising, really. I don't know. I feel like a lot of times they'll get like a bajillion like new talents. They'll go for about a year, and then that will eventually peter out, and then they'll quit, and ideally probably take their model with them. I hope they do. I like it when these companies let the talents take their models with them. That's the nice shit. That's not a super common practice though. I do in like a real general sense. Like I know the song. I'm curious why you brought it up. Like what the lead up to that is going to be. Yeah, it's just the nature of the beast when you're dealing with like a bunch of funny virtual people. Also, I just don't think the vast majority of them make any money. Like I think Phase Connect, like being as successful as it is an anomaly. It might implode one of these days. You never know. I hope not. They seem to be doing good, and I know like a couple like Cleo and Mari got added there, and they're rad people. So I'm glad to see they're doing well. Oh, some of these arms are red too. I don't think on that one. I think just this one. Give me a little bit of red highlight bullshit. But yeah. Because I think there was like another one that just like, I think Idol just had 3 people graduate at the same time. And I don't know if I don't think it was like a drama one. I think that was just like our contracts, like usually contracts are done for like a year, and if the person's like, I don't want to do this again, they'll just ollie out. This guy's got like no red on him. Kind of surprising, actually. I rarely bust this out for people outside of for people outside of Jay, but yeah, no, that was a setup. Holy shit! To get to that was a journey. Fucking dork. I can kind of hear it in my head though. I can kind of like hear it in my head. Trying to find like a nice word of saying like visualize, but for like audio. I didn't immediately come up with one, so my brain was like, no, you gotta stop, Hal. Red belt, oh, there's stuff. I feel like there's always just like a slightly more detail just lurking around. Even for like there's that like little belt band back there that just needs the same thing as the waist. Actually, I bet all these guys got that on their butt. No, not everyone. It's not universal. It's not universal butt coverage. Butt coverage. There we go. Oh, there's also like a little bit there too. Yeah, sometimes you do get something like that, and it's like this is just in the noodle now. It's just locked in your brain. No, I totally get that impulse. That's a very very real mood. The tongue. having a bad. I like this dark pink. This is the Rogue Hobbies dark hot pink. I like it. It's just very thin. Like it basically comes out like a liquid. I'm willing to give it another shot though. I'm willing to give it another go. The palette's like a very nice collection of colors. So you got like, oh god, yeah, no, it still came out very thin. I'm absolutely shocked. Yeah, I don't have to thin this paint at all. Holy shit. I mean, I mean, there's paint that's like, you know, you need to thin it. This is like basically straight from the bottle. Like I put it on a wet palette because that's what you do. Oh, it's got, okay. I think previously I would still attempted to like add any amount of water to this just out of reflex. You just can't. It just has to come straight out and then stop right there. Okay, that looks pretty good. Yeah, when like Norm Macdonald sets up some shit, yeah, where it's just like, where's he going? And you're like I don't have a specific example in mind, but I know what you're talking about when you see like Norm Macdonald do a thing, and you're like, where is he going? Like, and the punchline is Jesus Christ, Norm, just like something like that. There was a bit I saw recently-ish that was of his with he was talking to like Stephen King about something or other. He was making a joke about like being gay, but like him being gay, but in a way that like it broke Stephen King's mind because like the setup of the joke was something to the degree that like Stephen King would be based on the context of it. So you're saying you're gay, right? He's like, no. Larry King. Goddamn, why do you think Stephen King? Oh my god. Okay, I got the wrong King, but you knew what I was going for. And just like watching Larry King, just like he's a professional. He wasn't getting like he was keeping it cool, but like you could tell the guy was like getting legitimately flummoxed. Saying, oh yeah, that's the bit. Yeah. Okay, I was blanking on that. By saying he's like, I'm a deeply closeted homosexual. So then like he would be, so you're gay, right? And then he's like, no, I'm not. Just kind of leaning into like the debate. It's like, but by saying you're a deeply closeted homosexual, that means you're gay. Like, no. But so you admit you're deeply closeted, yeah. So you're gay, no. And it's just like kind of like he got tricked into that like infinite logic loop by Norm, and it was really funny. He got absolutely bamboozled. And like I think eventually Larry King caught on to like what was going on, but it took him a bit. Like I feel like Larry King was like trying to like earnestly correct him. He's like no, buddy. I think you're confused. It's this, and then like took a while before he's like, oh no, I've been coaxed into a snafu. Ho. Like kind of like one of those kind of like one of those kind of like trolling attempts where it's like not like no one's getting hurt by it, no one's getting like severely annoyed, where it's just kind of just like you fucker, you see what you're doing there. Yeah, mixing this brighter red is definitely a lot better. This definitely needed to happen. Especially because I know it's going to dull down. It's absolutely going to dull down to like a way more manageable color. To like, usually I go by the stream time. I'm keeping track of like, okay, when the reboot stop. Yeah, it's popping. It's going to eventually pop less once the enamel. I don't know if this is super common, but like when I've done enamels before, I've also when I've done enamels before, I've also like gone back to reapply some highlights. I don't think that's a thing you're necessarily supposed to do, but like I like doing it because it just seems to work for me. Like if I accidentally maybe like overcorrect, or it's like, no, this would add like a little extra mwah. Yeah, follow your heart, exactly. Yeah, there's no right or wrong way to paint. The only wrong way to paint is to not paint. I think Confucius said that. I think that's in the. I think if you look through his writings, I think you'll find that. It's like page 37 or something. Just got him. There we go. Yeah, that's what I think too. Like, I think generally based on that interaction, it did feel like Larry King's like he's probably like I don't want him like he's like this is probably like a mistake or something like that, and then it's just kind of like oh no. Being a goober, you're too nervous to paint. Oh no, like don't be. You can strip paint from minis. You can always strip paint from minis. It's not that hard to do actually. Like if you're painting a mini. Like a plastic one is probably like your best example. And you're like, oh no, I fucked up. And I don't think that's true necessarily. But like, you know, if you're like, well, I in my nervous mind believe I fucked up beyond repair, you can remove every paint from the mini for cheap. You just get you a thing of isopropyl alcohol. You can just get that at like any store. Just let it soak in that motherfucker. And then you can just like scrub the paint off with like an old electric toothbrush. Like, I mean, if you don't want to paint, that's fine. But like, if you're like, I would like to paint, but I'm nervous, I would generally say that like painting and like, you know, like, hold on. Like, I need to do like a comparison. Okay, here we go. This is not necessarily my best work, but this is one I'm really proud of, right? This is my Brazen Bull. And this is one of the oldest minis that I keep near me that I have not stripped paint from. This is Magnus. I painted him in 2011. You just got like it just happens. You just paint and you practice and like, you know, you can strip the paint if you're low on minis. It's a thing you can do. It's a thing you can do. It's an obtainable thing. It's a skill that you can learn, and I believe in all of you. How you doing, son? How you doing? I'm showing off crusty old Magnus. He's my oldest mini that I've not stripped paint from. All my Legion of Everblight stuff is older in terms of just like the mini, but like I back then I was a broke college student, so I would strip the paint constantly for my college minis because I just, you know, I was a broke college student and metal was easy. Metal is easier to strip because like, you know, you can just use like acetone and acetone. Like that's how I freed the Gorka Morka mini was like multiple acetone baths. It required multiple, but eventually it worked out. I'm doing pretty good. I'm applying some like very splotchy, kind of very thin highlights to the lad. Because did I have to say red on that gun? There wasn't. Because I was feeling like doing some I mean they are Marines, noise Marines. And also because like I got the cool word bearers art. So I was like, yeah, I'm feeling invigorated. So I'm going through to hit up these like little. Basically, I'm just doing like anything that's red right now. I'm not gonna do a lot of it. So these guys were hit with resin detergent. I didn't even know that's a thing. See what happens if I use this other red. So this is one of my Horus Heresy kit bashes. Not my favorite, but like I think he's fine. Really quick, I want to take this. I want to take a darker red that might still be darker than this is post enamel. Sort of like. I'm gonna hit it around like the edges of the foot. The little toe bits. Specifically just because I want to see how that color highlights that later. Because if that highlights that pretty nice, I'm going to probably do that to a lot more of those two minis. Because they're pretty close to being done otherwise. They were sitting on my desk and I was like, I'm not super jazzed the way that paint, their paint job turned out. But I decided to enamel them anyway. And I think I can just do a couple little things like at least get them like good enough. Like, you know, anything that removes them from my table. And if I theoretically ever play a Horus Heresy game, I'm very slowly building a Horus Heresy army. I got like a couple of HQs and then that's it. It's not coming very good. I have the Marines. They just need to be like, what's it called? What do I need to do with the Marines? Oh yeah, I need to do a bunch of where's he at? He was on my desk earlier. This guy. I got like a billion of these guys I need to like spray another time. I can use the marker now though. Ooh, yeah, I can use the marker on them. Ooh, that's gonna be banging for like the studs and whatnot. Yes, good. Painting. I believe. Like I said, it just takes some practice. It takes some practice. What you gotta do is just like, you know, just try it a little bit, and then like just like keep at it, and you'll be a great painter in no time. But with the usual caveat of like you know, don't if you're like I have zero interest in painting, like don't. But like I don't know, if you think it sounds like fun, give it a go. Give it a go. Don't let the brainworms get to you. Don't let your brain stop you from enjoying an activity that you know will be fun. Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Paint your shit. If you feel like it, if you want to. Ignore the brain demons. Paint your shit. There's no red on him. I'm gonna give him red thighs for some reason, and I don't know why. I'm just gonna follow that impulse. I'm just gonna follow that impulse and give him. Hey, what, cocaine? What? Nande. When you mean so cocaine? Nande. Yeah, just mount and do it. Words of the great sage. I think Socrates said that. Yeah, just mount and do it. Something that Homestuck imbued within me is my love for misattributed quotes. Like just seeing these like elaborate like verses of poetry be attributed to Charles Barkley has like forever affected my mental space. Also, after like years of being MIA, fucking Andrew Hussey is back on his fashion Instagram account, which is a sentence that is very fun to say. So at one point, Andrew Hussey, maker of Homestuck, made an Instagram account called Declussy, where he basically wore like juggalo fits, and he basically stopped posting anything at all for a while. And he's been doing a lot recently, and I don't know what's caused this. Like, has like Deltarune reawakened him? Like, I don't know. Like, let me see if I can show you guys like what he's looking like these days. The funny thing is like it's one of those things that like the way he operates as a person that like could this be a joke? 100%. Is he the kind of guy that would put his entire ass into a joke to the point where it looks real? Yes, absolutely. Let's see, Andrew Hussey Instagram. Yeah, let me show. Let me see if I can find you a pic of Declussy. Good old Andrew Hussey. This is from 6 days ago. Yeah, also maybe at some point just like got so deep into the irony that maybe he did become a juggalo. Maybe he did. I don't know. There's a lot of like normal-ish things, but then there's like this. Let's see. Also drew a picture of Terezi apparently and gave it to a church. Okay, that feels about right. That feels about right. But yeah, this is Andrew Hussey, circa like 6 days ago. And now I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about fashion. This is gonna be surprising, and also I need to explain that there's a reason for this. Now, this is Andrew Hussey looking like a Slavic clown. Yes. I don't know. I guess Slavic mime would be better. Yeah. Is this what people are wearing? Like is he actually like? Is this actually what people dress like? I don't know. And by people, I don't mean like guy on the street. I mean, is this like considered like fashion? I don't know. It could be. Like that could be real. Yeah, okay, so it is still just like, cause like I'm 90% I'm like, that's probably just the way Andrew Hussey operates as a person. A very special individual. Truly one of the most creators of all time. How are you doing, Grim Reaper? Welcome. But like, if I said that, there's like, he looks silly. And they're like, no, hell, you fucking goober. Don't you know that Slavic Mimecore is like really big right now? I would also believe you. You see this outfit I'm wearing right now? That's the most fashionable thing I got. I'm not made for fashion. I don't know. So if you're like, yeah, no, all the late Zoomers, early Gen Alpha are wearing Slavic Mimecore. That could be true. That absolutely could be true. I'm also doing like a little bit of... I'm using more of that like midnight blue to highlight the black bits. You're going pretty well. You're going pretty legit. I mean, it's like, I guess it depends. I mean, fashion is also dependent on like your audience, I guess. It's like, if you're hanging with people that were into like camo stuff, I mean, that could be true. That could easily be a thing. Yeah, definitely. I'm definitely a comfy core individual. Definitely for sure. Definitely for sure. Which guy who plays Warhammer likes to dress cozy. Yeah. No. I mean, like, no surprises here. No surprises here. Red t-shirt, black and neon green striped shorts, mismatched socks, and fairly odd slippers. Oh, so fairly old slippers. I read that as fairly odd slippers. I'm like, that's fucking amazing. Holy shit. I didn't know they made fairly odd parent slippers. That is great. I'm a little sad now. I'm a little sad now that I misread that. You should get fairly odd parent slippers, assuming that that's a thing you can buy in 2025. I don't think so. Arcade, okay. Took me a bit for arcade carpet. I was like, what's that? Like, my brain was like, Arcade Fire. No, that's not right. That's not right. No one's thinking of Arcade Fire anymore. That's not true. No one's thinking, like, no one is bringing up Arcade Fire. Yeah, I need to set him aside a little bit. Hi again. Even though I adjusted my camera, I do see myself just like slowly inch upward. Stop that shit. Cigar. Oh, camera froze. Let me fix that. Why is my camera freezing so much today? There we go. We back. To be fair, the camera, like, it's basically what I can tell. My I have a capture stick from Elgato, and it seems like every now and then it overheats. This is like not a super recent development, but like more recent-ish, like maybe within like the last year or two. So, and like, I know the solution is I just unplug it and replug it. It's fine. I don't know why that's the magic sauce, but like, a lot of technology operates off the magic sauce of turn it off and turn it on again. Cliff I don't know who Cliff Burton is, but hell yeah, Motorhead. Nice. Yeah, I will admit there are times I'm like maybe someday I should just go full Uncle Maxing. And for some reason, when I think of like just really leaning into like Uncle clothes, I always think of Weird Al. I guess Weird Al's like cultural DNA is not that far off. Oh, okay, Metallica basis. Got you. My marker. Oh, it's on my lap. It's... Start with a pin, I return to the pin. We always come back to the pin. This is the guy with the jinglies. Honestly, the nice thing about these two is like, I still don't, these are not done by any means. I do feel like I could, like, I always like these in-between stages that are like just done enough. Like, I could probably take these to like an LGS And they'd be like, "Ooh, look at those nicely painted minis that are done." I'm like, no. Still got to do. Still got a while to go. But this is definitely a lot better than like previously, where it's like, oh god, I can see big splotches of paint and things are not painted. I could run this as like a this is fine. It's like tabletop. Oh, okay, I'm knocking everything over. Tabletop standards is just like 3 colors and basing, and like these guys are definitely well beyond that. They're definitely not done. They're definitely not done. What? There we go. Like, look at him. And let's get the last guy because it's about to wrap up time for tonight. Or like table draw. That's why like multiple people in my like indie game group are like, how do you feel about Space Kits, which is an orc game where you whenever you like, I think like whenever you like take damage or you do something risky, you put a d6 on a big stack of dice that you move with your mini, and I think when they fall over, they die. And it's like, I know it's a goofy, funny, silly game for playing goofy, funny, silly lads, but like, I don't think I could ever play that game. I'm too clumsy. Like, there's like, aha, I'm having a very fun little, like, you know, little carefree bit of casual gaming. I'm like, I would try to play that game, and like, I would knock over everything constantly, and I would just never actually, like, you know, it would never, I would never actually like get to play the game. And I'm like, man, it makes me feel like a tryhard when I'm like, no, the funny orc game you guys are excited about? I don't know. I don't know about the funny orc game, guys. All right. Well, there we go. Oh, yeah. These guys are not done. Everybody who believed, I'm sorry. But you know what? I am very happy the way they turned out. Let's go. Oh, it just makes them drunk. Yeah, that's, I mean, that would balance the odds, to be fair. That would balance the odds. But, let's go to the chatting screen, everybody. Did that? Ah. All right, and oh, that's my game chatting screen. Thank you for coming, everybody. I had a lot of fun. Schedule. Tomorrow in the movie for the Discord, there will be a movie night. I think the plan is still Advent Children. Don't quote me on that. What's it called? On Thursday, I will not be playing Silent Hill 3. I'm still going to try to like build back up from that. I will be playing Void War, which is 40K-ish themed. 40K-ish themed. I am blanking super hard. FTL. It's like 40K FTL. And then on Saturday, I will be playing more XCOM because I managed to survive impossible odds. Fucking nerds about the double stream. And on Sunday, I will be painting a house. Like a Mordheim style house for Trench Crusade and Mordheim and certain stuff. But yeah, everybody on the YouTube side, I'm gonna cut you loose. Bye-bye, YouTube people. Bye-bye.